Good evening. Welcome to Tiger Stadium on the campus of Eufaula High School. The Eufaula High School Tigers are getting ready to celebrate homecoming 2022. They'll be hosting the Carroll High School Eagles in a Region 2 Class 5A matchup here tonight from Tiger Stadium. Tigers come into tonight's game 4-1 on the season. Back into the top 10 of Class 5A Alabama Sports Writers Bowl. They check in at number 10. They host the Carroll High School Eagles. Come in 2-2. They're off the bye this week, so it'll be a rested Carroll team. The short week playing on Thursday night should not affect them. Eufaula, of course, had a long road trip last week as they traveled 3 hours north to Pill City and won a shootout. That game, Tigers, the final score a little closer than what you might expect. The Tigers had a comfortable lead most of that game, but it finally was 54-35. A big offensive output for the Tigers. Gave up some cheap touchdowns to Pill City, but a victory nevertheless. Tonight, Carroll comes in after the off week. They opened the season losing to Dothan 45-19. Then they rebounded with a victory over Dale County 39-9. Then they beat Rehoboth 21-7 before losing to Charles Henderson 38-14. I'm sorry, they are 3-2 on the season. They defeated Seminole County, Georgia 33-3 the last time they played 2 Friday nights ago. Last week, as we said, they were off. So Eufaula, of course, 4-1 on the season. Carroll 3-2. But if you look at around the region, Eufaula is 2-0 in region play, as is Charles Henderson. Eufaula is the highest scoring team as far as all games in region play. They have scored 164 points through 5 games. Charles Henderson checks in right behind them with 146, followed by Headland at 141. Both Charles Henderson and Eufaula have given up 92 points through 5 ball games so far this year. So a good season so far for the Tigers. Good inaugural effort for Coach Jernigan. And, want to keep it going here tonight. It's an important game because it's a region game.
Yeah, and it could pretty much almost lock up a playoff berth, and we're after more than that. But it's a big game tonight. Eufaula, of course, 4-1, back in the top 10, ranked number 10. Somebody sent me something interesting. The teams we've played so far are only 8-17. The teams we have left to play are 15-8. So we still got a little work to do. I'm sure you went over this last time they played was last year. Eufaula won 40-8, and looking at some other stuff. Carroll hadn't been shut out since 9/15 of 2017. While we have a minute, let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sam Wise in Eufaula today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? Apex Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years, Wirtz Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Wirtz at 334-695-2820.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. And we're back. The Mighty Tiger Marching Band entertaining the home crowd here before the game. Of course, we will have halftime homecoming festivities tonight, so we'll just have to roll with it. Hopefully, we'll have a good game tonight. Crisp evening here. The temperature is going to drop into the low 60s by the end of the game tonight. It's probably in the high 60s right now. I haven't checked it. It was low 70s as we rolled in. But as we said, this Carroll series with Eufaula goes way back. According to the Alabama high school football history, it says that Eufaula is 49-24-2 against Carroll all time. That would be 75 meetings if it's accurate. But over the last 30 years, which we have, Eufaula is 19-5 over the last 30 years. And so, Doug, a lot of success for Eufaula overall in this series. But Carroll has snuck up on us a few times when we weren't expecting it. You just never know.
I can think of a few years. One year we went down there and we were supposed to put it on them pretty good, and we fumbled the opening kickoff at like the 1 yard line or something, and they jumped on us big time down there. But they had a week off last week, so I'm sure we're going to see some new wrinkles right off the bat. So it'll test the defense to see if we can keep them off the board and shut them down. I'd like to shut them down because they haven't been shut out since September the 15th, 2017. So, and I think we've been shut out at least once, if not twice, since then. But so that'd be a good mark for the Tigers. But a lot of folks tuning in tonight. Of course, the abbreviated week because of the weather system that moved through. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight and being a part of the broadcast. And we appreciate John Wayne Robinson helping us out on the camera tonight. Charles Irvin still under the weather a little bit. We'll have him back soon, and I'm looking forward to we're set up now. We're going to try a sideline reporter soon too, so that'll be another aspect that'll help out the broadcast a little bit. But Carroll Eagles, I was looking forward to seeing Mr. Gertman tonight and talk to him a little bit this week. He's out of town, so he was in Dallas when I talked to him yesterday. So he said it was a good time to get out of town since they were coming to play the Tigers. And I said, well, I don't know about that, but it's always a good game when these two get together. Close proximity, and it's one of those, a lot of times you get, if you bounce to a different classification or something like that, one team or the others might shy away from playing you or something like that. Neither one of these teams have ever shied away from each other. If they have an opportunity to play each other, it's always a good ball game.
That's right. And so we don't know much about Carroll. We don't know really, typically in the past they've been more of a run-oriented team, but we just really don't know. We haven't had an opportunity to review any film or anything on them this year. We've already run down who they played this year. And, if you look at it, we don't have the whole information, but we kind of know who Charles Henderson's played. We know who Carroll's played. Eufaula probably has played the toughest overall schedule, having already played 2 6A opponents out of region this year. Of course, last week Charles Henderson played down and played a 3A out of Montgomery. Carroll, of course, has played Dale County, and I'm not familiar with Seminole County, Georgia. I'm not sure what classification they are in Georgia.
Well, this is kind of the stretch for Carroll. I mean, they've got Eufaula, they've got Greenville, and they've got Headland over the next 3 games. So this is going to determine, it's kind of shaping up where if everybody holds serve, it's going to be a big game here next week, which would probably be for the region championship if Eufaula was to win tonight. But Carroll still got something to say about that. They could throw a wrench into all of it. But let's say that Eufaula won tonight, then Carroll's still got a tough road. They got Headland and Greenville both they still have to play to determine those. I mean, you've got Headland, Greenville, several teams still vying for that 3 and 4 spot. And I'm going to tell you what, this region, I don't know if it's first round or second round. I actually saw where the brackets came out, and I didn't click on them this week. But you don't want to go down and play that Mobile region. That Mobile region is going to be solid number 1 through 4 this year.
Yeah, you really don't want to play any of those, but we're going to have to play someone. But you'd like to get the 4. You'd like to get the 4 seed if at all possible, and get them here at home. Captains are making their way out right now for Eufaula. Big Pat Screws is the captain for the Tigers. Aurelia Slaughter, the sophomore, who has really been he's a junior, has really come on for the Tigers. Been a big offensive threat. Tron Mitchell, along with Red Harris. So 3 juniors and a senior out there for the Tigers. And Tigers tonight in the white pants, red jerseys, white numerals, and red headgear. More of a traditional look tonight for the Eufaula Tigers here on homecoming. It's kind of unfortunate that homecoming had to be moved to Thursday night. As it turns out, the weather's going to be great probably all weekend in this area. But when they had made the decision, it was still uncertain, so you can't fault them for doing that. But they kind of messed up some of the homecoming festivities of people coming back into town.
It did, and I've been asking many a times this week, as I know you have, why they made that decision. And the only thing I can tell you is Tuesday morning when they had to make their decision. I mean, they usually try to make it Tuesday by lunch. But when Tuesday morning, when they still made that decision, we were still in a high-risk area. They changed it and said it was going through Orlando the middle of the morning that day, but it was just a fine line there for the time. A lot of games will be played tomorrow night, but we wound up playing tonight. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't make that big of a difference. 24 hours. These 2 teams will both be prepared and ready to play.
So we did not catch who won the toss, but Eufaula for the second week in a row will receive the opening kickoff. Last week, Tigers took it and went down and scored a touchdown on the opening kickoff, and be great if they could duplicate that tonight. Eufaula will be moving from the south end to the north end, from Lake Drive end back towards the practice field. So band's still on the field right now, and I guess we're still a little bit away from kickoff. Still about a minute. You want to take a quick break and come back?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this timeout.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
And we're back at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers make their way onto the field. Instead of coming in from the goalpost, they came in kind of down the sidelines between the hash mark and the sideline. But they were led out by a beautiful sorrel horse with an EHS flag that led them out onto the field. So kind of something new. I'm not certain if that's ever happened while we've been doing it.
Yeah,
there's a horse.
I see him now. He's on. John Wayne's got him on the camera, so that was. Yeah. You're right. That's something different. I can remember Stanhope Elmore doing it up there. Of course, they're the Mustangs, but right. That's the first time I remember that here.
Well, that's a nice touch.
Absolutely. As the band makes their way off, Carroll's out ready to kick off. Tigers are lining up on the sideline. The game clock's set. We're ready to kick off on a Thursday night, 5A Region 2 all-important game, week 5, I guess, officially. Or is it
6?
Is well, you got week 0 is the way you start.
We played a Jamboree week 0, so I think this is.
I guess you're right.
I think
because
this is
we're 4
week
and
6.
1. Yeah, so that'd be right. Hey, we'll be in the first round in the playoffs before we know it. So.
It's amazing to me how once football season starts every year, it just
flies by.
It flies by the rest of the year. So Carroll in black pants, white jerseys, red numerals, and white headgear, and the kick is in the air. We're underway. Straight away kick is going to come down at the 10-yard line, be bobbled. It's going to be Coleman who gets tackled inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over, 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think Coleman thought he had a little, you play different teams and different things, and sometimes your speed is just, you can make that corner. But Carroll showing a lot of speed that time and was able to cut him off. Tigers starting deep in their own territory.
Tigers from the left hash mark. They'll have 3 receivers split to the wide side right. 1 back, Red Harris behind the quarterback, Copeland Cotton in shotgun formation. Cotton, Carroll showing pressure. Cotton's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down. He kind of pumped, but he has some running room. He's going to take it out of bounds after a 5-yard gain. And
here we go.
The
guy on the far sideline threw a flag right as our tackle was sealing the corner. Looked like a pretty good block to me, but I guess he might have got a handful of something because they're going to call holding on the Tigers right off the bat.
So that would be a half the distance to the goal, I guess, penalty. Since this is inside the 20-yard line, typically a 10-yard penalty. But it's back to it looks like they marked off a full 10 yards.
I watched the Central game play back the other day, and some of the penalties in that one, the way they marked them off, Keith, I don't know.
I'm going to have to set up a new column just to track penalties, cumulative basis. Harris up the middle, a straight give off the right side. He crosses the 10, up around the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and the first down would come at the 27-yard line. They're going to snap this ball from the 13, or just across the 13.
Carroll in a 43 defense, but they have walked the linebackers up. They're not doing it on this play.
Cotton looks to throw. He has 2 receivers to his right. Apparently nobody's open. Somebody opens late. It's Tron Mitchell in the open field. He'll have a first down more. 30, 35. Turns upfield 40, 45. He has a shoestring tackle just as he got into Carroll territory at the 49-yard line. But that is a 38-yard throw and catch from Cotton to Mitchell. Mitchell came open late. Good credit Copeland Cotton that time as he kept his eyes downfield. Nobody was open initially, but Mitchell kept working his way across the field. Cotton delivered an accurate pass, and Mitchell turned it upfield for a nice gain and a Tiger first down. Slaughter shifts over to the right side, so the pair of receivers to either side. Now a flag is thrown. They're going to call a legal motion on the Tigers. I'm honestly do not see it. I'm further away than he is. I didn't see it, Doug.
Maybe it was one of the wideouts lined up right in front of him because I didn't notice anybody move, but he threw it immediately, and he followed backfield. Back us up 5. We're going to have to overcome a penalty once again.
2 penalties for 15 yards already against Eufaula. Just underway here at Tiger Stadium, 10:51 to go here in the first quarter. Hand off to Harris up the middle. Harris with running room this time inside the 45. He's going to go down around the 41-yard line. He'll be about 2 yards short of his first down, but give him 13 on that carry as it was just nothing fancy. It was just a handoff to Harris straight up the middle, and good blocking by the Tiger offensive line that time.
Junior tackle number 71 pulled and came down in the hole, made a good lane for him to run through that time.
2nd down 2. Cotton takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He throws a little wide receiver screen. It's complete to Anderson, who gets enough for his first down. He needed 2. He got 3. Just a short gain on that pass play. But the Tigers do convert another first down. That's their second of this first possession that began at their 17-yard line. A holding penalty put them back inside the 10. So
first down Tigers. We've had a penalty on first down on both. Well, we didn't even get the snap off last time. Maybe we can have a clean first down here.
54 yards the last 3 plays, though, for the Tigers. Shifting Q over to the right side. He will hand it. No, he's going to look to throw back. It's a wide receiver tunnel screen once again. Browning Anderson going to take it inside the 35-yard line, driving down to the 34-yard line. That'll be, 24-yard line. That'll be another Tiger first down. That's a 14-yard gain on that pass play. The Tigers 68 yards on the last 4 plays. 3 first downs in the process, and they have a 1st and 10 at the 24. Hand off to Harris. Bouncing it outside is Harris. He's going to take it inside the 15, down around the 13-yard line. That'll be 11 more yards for the Tigers. So the Tigers 1st and 10 now from the 13-yard line of the Carroll High School Eagles. 9:39 to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers looking to score on the opening possession for the second week in a row. Cotton calls for the snap. He takes it, hands it to Harris. This time they've stacked it up. Same play we ran last time, but they stacked it up for no gain on that play. The first play for the Tigers that failed to gain. As a matter of fact, the least yardage the Tigers had gained on any play was 3 yards on the tunnel screen earlier.
Yeah, that time he just kind of ran in right into a wall of our players, their players, couldn't get around it. Makes an interesting 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line.
Cotton takes it, hands it to Harris again. Same play, and pretty much so the same result as they stack him up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
One guy's giving him forward progress. The official on the far side marked him back no gain at all. Actually, I thought he was going to mark him a loss. Well, they're going to say he got about a half a yard, but we'll just say no gain there.
So 3rd down 10. The Tigers blew down the field until they got inside the 15. Now back-to-back running plays has put them in a hole here on 3rd down. Motion by Slaughter back across the formation to the left. So 3 wide receivers to the left side. Cotton throws to Slaughter. He catches it, but he is going to be tackled immediately inside the 10-yard line. He picks up about 5 of the 10 that he needed. It'll be 4th down decision time now for Coach Jernigan. It's going to be 4th down and 5 yards to go. They can pick up a first down at the 3-yard line, and it looks like the Tigers are going to send in the kicking unit and try the short field goal. It'll be just a little more than an extra point as they will snap it from the 7-yard line. That should be about a 24-yard field goal.
A little bit of an angle, not bad. It'll be Wingate to attempt the field goal.
It will be a 24-yarder as the ball's going to be spotted down at the 14-yard line. There's a snap. The kick's up by Wingate. Kick is good. So the Tigers lead 3-0 after the 24-yard field goal. But, you know, the Tigers won to 7 there, Doug. They blew down the field, and then kind of that last series only got 5 yards in 3 plays and settled for the 3 points. But putting points on the board on the opening drive is important, and the Tigers lead 3-0.
29 yards rushing and 60 yards through the air is pretty good. You normally come away with 7 points when you can march it down the field like that, but just a couple of running plays went for nothing and kind of put us behind the chains there a little bit. Now let's see if the defense can get out there and hold Carroll. Like we said, they were off last week, and of course we know that they had watched us. I don't know that they went up to Pale City, but there's a ton of ways to watch folks nowadays. And I was looking, and was it Gonzalez was going to kick. They started to change. Wingate went out there, but now they've changed again. So it looks like Eufaula set up to kick deep.
Salas. And someone called me this week and gave me the correct pronunciation of his name, and Doug, I still can't do it. So we're going to call him Salas.
Okay.
But we have not pronounced his name correctly, his first name, all year.
You know, I've been doing this a long time, and when I don't know how to say the name, this is Barber County, they bubba. So Salas is a lot better.
Salas is the correct pronunciation of his last name, and that's what he will be henceforth. And he kicks it up in the air, so end over end kick. It's going to be angled. Come down, be fumbled at the 15-yard line. Finally going to cover it, but he's going to cover it, the Carroll Eagle, about the 19-yard line. That's where Carroll will take over 1st and 10 from their 19. Tigers scored with 7:42 on the clock. There's 7:38 on the clock now as Carroll begins this possession.
Not a great starting field position for the Carroll Eagles, but it's a couple of yards better than where the Tigers started on theirs.
So Eufaula averaged 10 yards per play on that last possession and took 4 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock, culminating in that 24-yard field goal.
Well, they've obviously watched some film. They're coming out spreading the field, so they're going to try to get some receivers behind us. That's been our weakness this year on defense.
Shotgun formation, one back flanking the quarterback to his right, motion back across the formation to the left. They'll take and hand off to the back He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, and he makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from there as they snap the ball from the left hash mark.
Yeah, there was nowhere for him to go on that one. Yanze was closing down from the left side. They ran to their left, which is our right side, and all 4 Tigers across the front ran on that tackle.
Carroll coming back out, spread formation once again. 4 wide receivers, no tight end. The back is to the quarterback's left now, so he'll take the snap. Looking to throw. Going to throw the wide receiver tunnel screen. A little bit of open field right now as he's going to go forward. He's going to pick up a first down as he crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 13 on that play for Carroll. And that just really opened up that time. Doug, when he caught it, you looked up and there was not a Tiger anywhere close by. He had a lot of green grass as he caught that ball, and it resulted in an Eagle first down.
Well, they had a linebacker holding on. They had a lineman holding on to one of our linebackers, but no call there. It'll catch up with them sooner or later. First down for the Carroll Eagles.
Back shifts back over to the left. Takes it, hands it to the back. No, the quarterback keeps it. He is wide open. There's only one player with a chance. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. The Tigers are going to fall behind in this game on a 68-yard quarterback keeper. Everyone bit on the running back fake that time, and there was only one player, Tony Coleman, out there that had a shot at him, and he cut back inside on Coleman, and when Coleman missed, it was clear sailing to the end zone.
Yeah, we talked about it. They had last week off. You kind of knew it's coming. It's always trouble adjusting. They're going to come out in something you hadn't seen. They're going to come out in something a little different and do something different to start with. So you knew that first and second possession where they're going to change some things was going to be big, and you just hope to stop them. They saw something the way Eufaula lines up now. It's up to Eufaula to come over and make the adjustments, see what happened on the screen on the sideline, make the adjustment so it doesn't happen again.
Well, the Tigers trail in this game 7-3. They did not trail at all last week. As a matter of fact, this will be, I guess, the first time they've trailed since the end of the game against Pike Road when they lost in overtime 16-10 2 weeks ago. But 7-3, a nice keeper that time. Just a good play call by Carroll. As Doug said, they faked it to the back inside. Eufaula had really stacked up the running back on the first play for no gain. But Carroll picked up 81 yards in the last 2 plays. 13-yard completion. They followed up with a 68-yard, I guess, basically a keeper, a bootleg by the quarterback. Nobody was blocking outside. It was a naked boot.
It was a good call from the sideline. That first play they ran it up in there. All 4 of our guys from the front was in on it. That's because our ends crashed down hard on both sides. Obviously, somebody saw that on the far side and said, hey, tell him to pull it. I'm sure they worked on it, and he was off to the races.
So you follow back deep to receive this for the second time tonight. 6:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. We've only played 5.5 minutes, and both teams have scored. There was somebody way off sides for Carroll that time, and the ball goes out of bounds. So I guess it doesn't matter, but he was well off sides to the left of the kicker.
Well, you could back them up and make them do it again if they threw the flag.
They did not.
It depends on where it went out. You get it. I thought it's the 35 or 5 yards.
It's supposed to be the 35 when they're trying to put it at the 25-yard line. They're going to move it now.
There's one official on the ball over here. He's telling them to move up.
So 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers found themselves trailing in their third region game of the year. The Tigers come in 2-0 in region play with victories over Headland and Greenville, both on the road. Their first home region game of the year tonight. Homecoming 2022. Cotton takes it, looking straight downfield. He's going to throw it deep. Has a man there, Tron Mitchell. He'll get it down around the 35, 34-yard line of Carroll. So 31 yards on that pass play. All in the air. A pretty throw and catch that time. Mitchell's really working himself into a very reliable receiver for the Tigers as the Tigers pick up another first down. Ironically enough, Tigers lead 5 first downs to 1, but they trail on the scoreboard 7-3. Someone went wrong. Cotton scrambles, making lemonade out of lemons. He throws it downfield, has a man Pugh there, but overshoots him. But that time, someone went wrong. They were faking the dive, and Cotton faked right, back went left. Cotton avoided the rush and flush to the left and got the ball away. 2nd down 10.
His first incomplete pass of the night. He's now 5 of 6 through the air. But, yeah, that one, he probably could have got the receiver. Well, they're backing us up, so we did something, I guess. I missed the call. We have got a lot of ineligible receivers downfield.
It had to be man downfield. So
first down all over.
So
well, they say 2nd down.
Take the incompletion off. Now he's correcting him.
Okay.
So no incompletion for Cotton. He's still perfect on the night. It'll be 1st and 15, but another penalty against Eufaula. That's their 3rd. It's going to be the jet sweep to Slaughter. He picks up the 5 we lost, plus about 2 more down around the 32-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7 on that jet sweep.
Actually goes as a pass.
Well, they're going to spot it. Might be a little, better than I thought. He actually picked up 9 yards on that play. Hand off to Harris up the middle. He's picking his way through the middle of the defense. He's going to get down. Ball came out late. He's going to get down within about 2 yards of his first down. So give him, I guess he's going to get 4 on that carry.
3rd and 2 for the Tigers. Need to pick up this first down and punch it in. Let's don't stall again.
It's less than 2 yards to go. Going to throw the ball. They threw the tunnel screen. It's complete. And going to be stopped short of his first
71
down.
missed his block, and it just went nowhere after that.
So it's going to be a long pass for about a half-yard gain on that play. We'll give them maybe a yard, but it's going to be 4th down. And they're going to bring in the tight running set. Yanze Pierre checking into the game along with Jaquavius Moss and Nick Floyd. And it looks like Carroll's going to take a timeout here. With that timeout, we'll step aside, be back after this commercial break. They're signaling Eufaula timeout, but it's definitely Carroll.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Lauren Streeter with Wiregrass Realty, and I'm here to tackle all your real estate needs. Let's team up and make a touchdown on your new home. Give me a call today, 334-614-7409. Go Tigers!
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
We're back in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth from Tiger Stadium here in Eufaula, Alabama, as the Tigers on the move. They trail 7-3 here in the first quarter. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. They have it 4th down, call it a yard, maybe a yard and a half, at the 26-yard line of Carroll.
Carroll really made an adjustment. They went from a 4-man front to a goal line down there now.
So the Tigers have yet to throw out of this formation this year. They're going to hand it to Floyd. Floyd's going to pick his way through, and he's going to he was 1 man from breaking it for a touchdown, but it goes all the way down to the 17-yard line. So that's a 9-yard carry for Floyd on 4th and 1. A lot of times you see that, Doug, if you break the initial, when teams come out with a goal line set in the middle of the field, if you break it, sometimes it goes all the way for a touchdown. Floyd almost did so there. 1st and 10, you follow from the 17-yard line of Carroll. Second time the Tigers have been down here tonight. They scored a field goal the first time. It's going to be a wide receiver screen, Aurelius Slaughter using speed. He's going to take it inside the 10, inside the 5. Going to be down around the 4. They're actually going to stay at the 5-yard line. So that's a 12-yard gain for the Tigers. But another first down. That is the 7th already for Eufaula. 7th first down of the night already in the first quarter. Cotton takes it. He hands it to Harris.
Kept it.
No, he kept it. He makes a man miss. He dives into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Tigers. Good job by Copeland Cotton. He faked me out, and he takes it to 5 yards for the Tiger touchdown. So the Tigers respond after falling behind 7-3. They move the ball 65 yards. Actually, they had 70 yards of offense after the penalty, but 65 yards officially in 7 plays. And the Tigers lead 9-7. Tigers lined up in the salt and pepper. They're going to shift over, though, and kick it as Wingate is going to handle a point after touchdown as he has the majority of the year. There's a snap. Placement. The kick is up. Looks like it's straight down the middle, and the officials confirm it. So the Tigers lead by a score of 10-7. Still in the first quarter, 3:54. We've only played 8 minutes and 6 seconds so far, and we've had 3 scores already, Doug.
And Cotton off to a hot hand. He did have the one completion for really no yards or half a yard or whatever, but he's 8 for 8 for 112 yards at this point.
And we've only played 8 minutes. There's still 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first quarter of play. That drive took 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Well, it'd be nice if he kept that pace up, wouldn't it? Have you ever heard of an 800-yard passing night?
No.
Me neither, and I don't expect to see one here tonight, but I would hope we wouldn't be in that kind of a shootout. But let's see if the Tiger defense made some adjustments. They got a chance to come over and look at things, and you kind of knew it was coming, because when a team has a week off, they're going to put some stuff in that you haven't seen, and the Tigers just didn't adjust to it very well. Wingate handling the kickoff duties.
It's a Pooch kick to the near sideline. Fair catch call for it made at the 33-yard line. That's where Carroll will take over for their second possession of the night. 1st and 10 from the 33 of Carroll. As we said, it's 10-7. Eufaula leads here. Still just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Keith, it really doesn't take a lot of adjustment. You just tell your ends, especially when your 2 tackles are taking on 3 linemen and they're getting penetration in the backfield. You just tell your ends to back off a little bit and pay more attention to the quarterback. Don't let him outside, and should take care of that. But
well, so much stunning takes place nowadays, but used to the base responsibility for a defensive end was come across, square up, and don't let them get outside of you. So
yeah, and you never know. There's so many crosses and different things they run now. See, we're in a 3-man front now, so changes things up a little bit. We'll throw something a little different at them and see how this works.
1st and 10, Carroll. They said the 34. They moved it up. There's a handoff up the middle and a nice shoestring tackle darting in from the side. Number 30, Josiah Warren, the senior, did a good job making that tackle because it looked like a lot more running room there, but it was a 4-yard gain for Carroll. 2nd and 6.
We walked 2 linebackers up and blitzed, and he ran about the only hole we didn't blitz in, was able to pick up good yardage.
2nd and 6 now for Carroll. They go with no huddle. They're looking to the sidelines and not in any big hurry. They just don't huddle. It's going to be 3 receivers wide side left as they're going to snap it from the right hash mark. 1 receiver split to the short side right. 1 back in the backfield behind the quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap. Going to throw a tunnel screen to the wide receiver this time outside. And Yonze Pierre.
What's the flag for?
I have no idea unless there's a holding.
It might have been a holding on the guy that they were blocking over there. I don't know.
Holding.
Yeah, okay.
Yonze just like he gobbled up the player. He came from the inside and just blew him up.
That's one thing that's nice, and he's an exceptional ball player. When he runs out there and there's a blocker and there's another person, or he goes into the backfield and there's a quarterback and there's a back, he just tackles the whole backfield. Just take them both down. So, yeah, that time he just took down everything that was over there.
I guess we declined the penalty, and where did they spot? They spotted the ball back to
it was actually a loss.
It was
about a yard.
I thought it was. Yes, it's going to be a loss of 2 yards on that play.
So a pass play for -2.
So 3rd down, and we'll call it 8 from the 36-yard line. Shotgun snap. The quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to his left. He gets pressure. He flushes out of the pocket. Tigers are settling in there. Good job staying home by Jaquavius Moss. The junior linebacker just sat out there in the flat, waited on the quarterback to commit to the run. When he did, he came up and made the tackle for a loss back to the 31-yard line. That's a loss of 5 on that play. And Carroll goes backwards on this possession, and the Tigers look to receive a punt.
Well, the flag, it was a pretty good wind when I got here early this afternoon, or about 4:35 o'clock. But it's not really doing a whole lot right now. We'll see as Tigers have somebody back. But
Browning Anderson stands back at his 34-yard line. High snap. He gets it away on one step. That's a nice punt. And Anderson lets it hit, and it takes a big Carroll bounce.
Get away from it.
And he's going to let it roll inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. Goodness gracious.
Well, that roll hurts you, but I don't understand. I don't understand.
46-yard punt.
I don't understand running next to it. We still have not got that through our players' hard heads. And if you're not going to catch it, you don't have to escort it down there because it takes a funny hop and you're in trouble.
Well, you might as well once you let it hit the ground, you might as well run to the sideline. Tigers from the 23-yard line. Cotton looking to throw. He's still perfect on the night. 8 for 8. He will keep that as he's going to run. He picks up a first down. Cotton showing good speed as he crosses the 40 out to the 42-yard line. That's a 19-yard run by Copeland Cotton. So 19 yards on that play. Another first down for Eufaula.
I was talking to Copeland's mother before this game started, and I told her, I said, he's about due to break out and have a big night. He's definitely started off hot here in the first quarter tonight.
There's a handoff to Chubb Nelson, and the backside pursuit got him before he could get started on the right side. It's going to be a loss of a yard on that play.
I think it was just a missed assignment that time because they came crashing down right from the backside, and he shouldn't be able to get there that fast. We got to get a hand on him.
Cotton takes it, hands it to Nelson again. Cotton keeps it, which was a mistake because he's going to take a huge loss back inside the 35. Well, they're going to say the progress was stopped at the 36-yard line, so not as big a loss as it might have otherwise seemed. It's a loss of 6 on that play, but it's a 3rd and long for Eufaula. Not because I watched Nelson, I kind of missed that. Was that intended to be a pass play, Doug? Or
I was looking at Chubb. I thought he had the ball.
So 3rd down. The first down would come at the 47-yard line of Carroll. Tigers going to snap it from their own 37-yard line. So 3rd and long, about 17 yards to go. Clock's on the move for late first quarter. Tigers lead 10-7. Cotton's going to set up a screen, and he threw it, got some pressure out in his face, and he missed his running back. Looked like they had something set up there, Doug, but Red Harris was like, he threw it to the wrong guy. I think he threw it and hit one of the linemen in the back that time, but it's incomplete.
I think it hit Patrick in the back. That's a lot of target when you're standing back there under duress to see Patrick up there, but just kind of no chance. If he could have caught it, if he could have a little better pass and caught it, looked like it could have been a huge play for the Tigers. Carroll running somebody on late. How many they got out there? 2, 4, 6, 8,
Anderson
10.
takes a snap. He punts it away. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to hit, and it checks up. Just like you want to kick it down near the goal line. That one just checked up for a 28-yard punt. And so Carroll will take over for their 3rd time with 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Eufaula leads this game 10-7, but they just went 4 and out on the last possession.
So I'm not sure where they kicked from a minute ago. They might have gained a couple of yards there on those.
They kicked from the 31, so they picked up about 6 on the exchange.
About how far the ball rolled when it hit, so ours backed up. So let's see what Carroll's got here to wind up the first quarter, trailing to the Tigers 7-10. Tigers on top 10-7 against the Carroll Eagles.
Carroll's going into the wide set once again. Wide receivers left and right, one back in the backfield. They will hand it to the back, who is going to be tackled by Yanze as he came crashing in hard from the defensive end position. No gain on that play.
Yeah, they're going to go back and try to – I'm surely somebody's covering Yanze on the backside because he's just so fast closing down. They can't even run to the opposite side. They run away from him. So look for them to pull and try to go around like they did on the scoring play. But that's the last play of the first quarter, so we'll take a timeout, too. Be back with more Eufaula Tiger football after this timeout.
Hey, Tiger fans. Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
asked, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
Welcome back to the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium, where the Tigers lead the Eagles of Carroll, homecoming 2022, 10-7 as we get started here in the second quarter. It'll be second down and 10 for Carroll at their own 37-yard line. But kind of right in front of us now. And Tigers held them 3 and out last time. They actually went backwards. Quarterback shifts his running back over. He'll take it on a straight quarterback keeper. He breaks the initial, but then he decides it's a good idea to go down. He loses about a half a yard. We'll say no gain.
Their coach, I noticed that time, Keith, looked like he was surely bringing to the attention that Yanze gets every, I don't want to say he's offsides, but he gets every inch he's allowed to get in that by that neutral zone.
So 3rd and 10 for Carroll from the 37-yard line. Yanze is going to be on the right side this time. 2 receivers either side for Carroll on the 3rd down and 10. Quarterback straight drop, looking to throw. He's going to flush from the pocket. He's finally going to throw a late pass, a sidearm pass. That was intended for 11.
Very close to being past the line of scrimmage. They said flag on the field, so somebody might have saw it. I don't know. Plus, they had 2 people blocking Yanze.
I don't see the flag.
I thought the PA guy said there was a flag.
He did say it, but I don't think there is one. So
yeah, they're not marking anything off.
Incomplete pass, so it's going to be a 3 and out. So back-to-back 3 and outs for Carroll, and they bring the punt team in. 11:15 to go in the second quarter with Eufaula leading by 3, 10-7.
Come on now, let's catch a punt.
Very short possession that time.
Jarrell's lining him up right where he wants him, so, I mean, he's going to a lot of trouble to put him in an exact spot if he's not going to try to catch one.
High snap again. Punter gets it away this time. It's a kind of a lazy kick that comes, and it's going to roll like a barrel style to the 35-yard line.
And
Really didn't have a good chance that time to even try to catch that punt.
It wound up right where Jarrell had him lined up, but it bounced 7 or 8 yards to get there. So
only 28 yards on that punt for Carroll, and Eufaula takes back over in good field position from their 35-yard line for their 4th possession of the night, leading by 3.
Need to put some points on the board here. You don't want to go to halftime and look up and it just be a 3-point game.
They do receive the second half kickoff. Slaughter in motion, going to fake it. Cotton keeps it, and he's going to give up ground and be tackled. He was stopped initially about the 31-yard line. He broke that tackle to his credit, but he gave ground as he did, and the next guy was able to tackle him back about the 27-yard line. So that play loses 8 yards on first down. So second down, 18.
Well, we missed a block somewhere up front, and the one guy in the backfield was standing there waiting to see which one of the 3 people was going to get the ball, and just messed it up from the get-go.
Cotton looking to throw, 8 for 8 so far tonight. He throws it complete. Slaughter catches it in the open field. Shoestring tackle prevented a huge play. Number 8 for Carroll, able to make that tackle. Damari Carter, a 12-yard gain on that play, and brings up 3rd down and 6. So Tigers needed 18. They got 2/3 of it. 3rd and 6 now. Early second quarter, 10-7. Eufaula leads. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the short side right. Cotton takes a snap. Looking to throw. He's 9 for 9 so far in the game, but he's going to be sacked. Sacked back inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3 and out. The first 3 and out of the night for Eufaula. Brings up a 4th down punting situation.
You got to throw that one in the cheap seats and get rid of it if you're going to get hit back there. Too many yards to be given up.
Yeah, that's the loss of 12 yards, I believe. So the Tigers lost 8 and 12 on two plays on that possession, picked up 12 on the pass play. There's a snap. Anderson's punt is away. So kick away from the defender. It's going to take a Eufaula roll this time and roll out of bounds inside the 35, about the 34-yard line. That's where Carroll will take over for their fourth possession of the night, trailing by 3, 10-7.
9 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. Tigers lead 10-7, but just kind of going through the motions a little bit, Keith. We have got caught in the backfield a couple of times tonight, some big sacks. We have turned and the backs and the quarterbacks not on the same page several times tonight. We're 6 games in. It's time for that to be over with. Just not real sharp tonight.
You know, it reminds somewhat of the Headland game where the Tigers just did not seem to be focused on the game to start off with. And to their credit, they do lead here. They fell behind by 14 points against Headland. 3 receivers to wide right. Give to the back, who breaks the line of scrimmage. He's going to have a first down as he crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line. 12-yard gain that time for Carroll as they had us spread out. They just hit the back of the middle quickly. He broke the line of scrimmage, and it was Caden Ingram with a saving tackle.
They really got this field spread. 3 to the right, 1 to the left.
Handed off once again to the running back, number 4. He's going to get positive yards once again up to midfield. That's going to be a 4-yard gain on that game. That is Lakeith Person. He is a junior running back for Carroll. The touchdown was scored by junior quarterback Keyshawn Cole. It is Cole and Person in the backfield for Carroll. 3 receivers bunched wide to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Eufaula going with a 3-man defensive front. Second down and 7. Handoff to Person, who breaks to the outside. Nice tackle coming off his block out on the outside. Number 48, Shamarion Smith, a sophomore. He did a good job. He was engaged in a block, but as the back broke to the outside, he came off that block and brought him down after a 3-yard gain. But a possession play here, 3rd and 3 for Carroll. Eufaula looks like they're bringing a blitz. It would be a Shamarion. Now they're going to back up out of it. 3rd down and 7. A pair of receivers to either side as Cole calls for the shotgun snap on the 3rd down. He'll hand it off. New back in the game. He's going to be stopped initially, but then in the second effort, he's going to pick up his first down. 4 yards on that play and a Carroll first down. That's their second first down of this possession. That's their second and third first downs of the game so far. And they moved the chains. Second quarter, 7:14 to go here. Doug, Eufaula leads 10-7, but Carroll appears to have the momentum right now.
Yeah, they're just marching it down, and they want to burn as much clock as they can, try to put some points up before halftime, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. They are shortening this game. I mean, they don't want to get their folks tired, so they're taking as much time as they want.
43-yard line of Eufaula. Cole takes it, looking to throw this time. He's going to get some pressure. He throws it. It's low. I guess that's his normal throwing motion. It's a sidearm motion. He's not a big quarterback to start off with. He listed at 5'9", 165, and then he throws it basically.
It's almost like a flip from the hip. Yeah.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. 3 receivers wide left. Cole takes it, looking to throw. This time he throws over, and he has a man out there. It's going to be batted away. Good job at the last minute by number 28 of Eufaula, Zion Williams, as the receiver had a step on him. Pass a little underthrown, but I guess he read the eyes of the receiver because he went up at the right time and knocked the ball away. Good defensive play. 3rd and 10.
They take out the running back and bring in number 5. They may go empty backfield here as they're going to huddle now. They've been calling the play from the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 10.
In Tiger territory from the 43-yard line. They'll send receivers left and right. The wide side is to the left.
Only a 3-man rush. They've been double teaming Yanze every time. They're going to take a timeout. Let's take a timeout too. We'll be back with more Eufaula Tiger football after this commercial break.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. And for the Carroll Eagles on the 43-yard line of Eufaula, they have a pair of receivers to either side. Quarterback Cole calling for a shotgun snap, has one back flanked to his left. Takes a high snap, going to be a quarterback draw this time. Makes a man miss in the backfield, have his first down and more. He's been the biggest threat for them all night as he's breaking the open field. This time he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. That's a 41-yard run. He has over 100 yards rushing in 2 carries. He went for 68 and a touchdown on their first possession. 41 yards on a 3rd and 10 quarterback draw, and the Tigers are just getting gashed on the ground.
Yeah, they came in and they not well prepared tonight. I think they were overlooking, maybe looking to next week, and they better get a wake-up call real quick here.
Carroll with a 1st and goal from the 2 or 3. They'll hand it to the back. He's going to be hit. A flag comes in. Now, he went down. They did say he got into the end zone for a touchdown, but the flag was on the interior of the line. So
is either face mask on the way by or either holding.
They're calling face mask. So that's going to be a touchdown for Carroll. They're going to go back in front. That penalty will be waved off. It'll be a 3-yard touchdown run by number 5, Miley for Carroll. So a 66-yard drive that time for Carroll. 8 plays, 66 yards. 6:19 to go here in the second quarter. They'll attempt the point after touchdown. There's the kick. It's up, and it's going to be wide left and no good. So 13-10 is the new score. But the important thing is, Doug, Eufaula has gone 3 and out on the last possession. They went basically 4 and out the possession before. They had one scramble by Cotton for 19 yards, and then they 3 straight unsuccessful plays. So the Tiger offense, who's looked good to begin with, really got to get back on track here on this possession.
Carroll's made some adjustments, and the Eufaula defense needs to make some adjustments and account for that quarterback, because that's been the majority of their yards so far tonight is just 2 of his long runs, one of 68 yards for a touchdown, one of 41 that came up just short. Let's see, 104 yards because he lost 5 yards. He's 3 carries for 104 yards. They have 135 yards rushing on 11 carries, and he's got 104 of it.
You know what's crazy is the back Anthony Rogers from they're going to assess that face mask on the kickoff.
I've never liked that rule. I don't care which way it goes for you. Either you take it on the play or you don't. You decline it. I mean, I don't know.
So will they try the onside kick? They don't lose a lot if they do. They're going to kick it, pooch kick it, and it's going to come down fielded at the 10 and be tackled immediately almost at the 16-yard line is Tony Coleman.
Well, it was a good high kick. Tom Coleman gathered it in. He had a Carroll Eagle right there on top of him. So, long way to go for the Tigers, but 6 minutes and 13 seconds. You know, you can't just don't do something crazy here and turn the ball over deep in your own territory and dig a deeper hole than you already have.
So 13-10, Carroll leads with 6 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. Tigers with 3 receivers, 1 back. They're going to throw a screen to Pugh, and Carroll diagnosed that perfect. They brought him down for no gain on the play. Just seems like Carroll, having the off week last week, it was ready to play, and so far Eufaula not so much. They did score in their first 2 possessions, kicked a field goal after blowing down the field on that first possession. They settled for the field goal inside the 10-yard line, then scored a touchdown on the second possession. And now looking to regain their offensive momentum. Errant pass is when we bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that could have been taken the other way for 6 if he'd had his head up, too. You know, just something else, too. We saw Harris come in and run with some authority. We're taking a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. He ran with a lot of authority in that first drive, and we really hadn't seen him again since.
No, we substituted and brought Nelson in, but we haven't seen Harris. He's down here on the sideline. Well, actually, he's on the field. We'll see if he's in on this possession, but he hasn't carried the ball in quite some time.
Well, 3rd and 10. We got to come up with something here. We know if it was Carroll, they'd run a quarterback keeper, but
they've done it with a lot of success. That was just a straight quarterback draw that went for 41 yards on 3rd and 10 for them. That was a big play on that possession. They were 3rd and 10 at the 43-yard line of Eufaula, I think it was, and he took it for 41, and they ended up scoring a touchdown on the next play.
Well, Eufaula's bad about overloading the side away from Yanze. I mean, they put more defenders on the other side because Yanze can take what he needs. They took a lineman and a back, and they just pushed Yanze to the outside, and the quarterback cut it up on the inside, and there was really not anybody else there, and then the quarterback just made a couple of the defenders miss going down the field. He's very shifty.
So 3rd and 10 for Eufaula from the 16-yard line. Cotton takes, going to throw a pass. It's going to be complete to Tron Mitchell. He's going to take it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That'll be 15 yards and a Tiger first down. Just a good throw and catch, a big cushion that time given to the Tigers by Carroll. You know, we've done that most of the night. It almost seems like we could do that on almost any play. Then you could pump that and send him deep. We'll see if the Tigers do that later. First down for Eufaula. They will hand it to Harris this time, and a block was missed, and he was hit immediately for a loss on the play, loss of 2 back to the 29.
I don't know. It's the right guard, I think, that time, or maybe right tackle, probably the right guard from where he was lined up. I mean, that's the old lookout block, John Wayne. That's what they like to call that one.
And think about it, the guy who made that tackle is listed at 6 foot 185. Cotton's going to pull it down. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 12 now. As we have played, 2 weeks ago we played Pike Road with a bunch of very athletic Division I prospects on the defensive line. And I'll be honest, though, they did not beat us as bad up front as this team has beaten us tonight.
And, it doesn't look like they're doing a bunch of crossing, a bunch of blitzes. They're just whooping us up front on the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12 from the 29. Cotton takes. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw a pass. It's going to be complete to Tron Mitchell once again. Mitchell's going to be spun down up at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a gain of, actually, they're going to spot him at the 47. So that's an 18-yard gain and a Tiger first down. It was 3rd and 12. Tigers pick up 18. It just looks like they can do that. Now they do put it at 48, so that's a 19-yard gain. But it looks like they can do that anytime they want to, Doug.
And that time he had time to throw the ball. The line gave him protection.
1st and 10 from the 48. They're going to throw it to number 5 this time. It's Slaughter, number 6. He crosses midfield into Carroll territory down to the 47-yard line. It's going to be a short gain, maybe 4 yards. No, they're going to say the 47. That's a 5-yard gain. 2nd down 5. Tigers snap it from the right hash mark. Harris is the running back behind Cotton. It's going to be a throw to Mitchell. Mitchell makes a man miss, but the pursuit catches him from the inside. He's going to go down about a yard short of his first down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on that play. There's a Carroll player injured on the field. We'll see where they spot. They actually spotted him back a yard. So he's going to, he's at the 43. The first down would come at the 42. So it was a 4-yard gain on that play. But, Doug, back to the point a minute ago about them running. You said the quarterback on 3 carries over 100 yards. Anthony Rogers, the back at Pike Road, who has Alabama offers, all these SEC offers all over, had a 64-yard touchdown run against Eufaula, but he was held to only like 110 yards for the game.
Well, if you think back in that game, we were determined to stop their running back and their quarterback, and we played most of that game with a 6-man front.
True.
And that could be the difference here tonight. We may have to go back to that at some point. One of their big guys up front, number 59, is hobbling off, maybe turned an ankle or something there, and the further he goes, the faster he gets. So
he looks okay now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. He was limping pretty bad the first few steps. After you made that point, he looks like nothing's wrong with him at this point. 3rd down and 1.
3 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. Tigers trail 13-10 to the Carroll Eagles.
But what did the Tigers do here? They haven't done anything running the ball here lately. It's 3rd and 1. And Carroll jumps off sides. That's a good thing to do. What do? They go on a delayed count. And the first penalty of the night against the Carroll Eagles comes with 3:14 to go in the second quarter.
That takes it down to the 38-yard line. Be a big first down for the Tigers. Now in Eagles territory.
And flags go down. They're going to immediately take the 5 yards back.
Yeah, that was fixing to be a big play for the Tigers too. That was opening up like, that was fixing to be a good play. We need to come back to that one later because Carroll defensive end crashed down hard and it made a big hole. There was no linebacker there, so I think it was Harris.
Yeah, it was Harris.
It was fixing to be off to the races, but now 1st and 15, like it's not hard enough. We've done it to ourselves several times tonight on first down.
3:06 has been a time-consuming drive so far. 3 minutes already off the clock. Hand off to Harris. He went back to that play. Harris is going to take it ahead for about 5 yards. He picks up the 5 that we lost on the penalty, but it was the best rushing play for Eufaula in quite some time. The best rushing play since the 19-yard carry by Copeland Cotton 3 series back.
2nd and 10. Clock rolling. 2:40 to go. Tigers, I thought, had all 3 timeouts. It says 2 on the board. It says Carroll has
burned one on this possession earlier. Cotton looking to throw. He gets flushed. He's going to throw it late. He has Mitchell there. He catches inside the 10. Mitchell into the end zone for a 38-yard touchdown play. Good job by Cotton. He was planning on running that ball, but he kept his eyes downfield late. He saw Mitchell break open over the middle. He threw a very catchable pass that Mitchell hauled in about the 8-yard line. He took it the rest of the way into the end zone for a touchdown, 38 yards, and the Tigers have gone back out in front in this game by a score of 16-13. Tigers overcome the 5-yard penalty on that possession and take it from their 16 all the way for a touchdown. 84-yard drive that time for the Tigers.
Tigers going to shift over, which is the right decision here. All-important extra point. You're up by 3 now because Carroll missed an extra point. This could be big later on.
There's a snap. The kick's up. Kick is good. So the Tigers lead 17-13. 2:21 to go here in the first half, Doug. And I tell you, we took 4 minutes off the clock there. 4 minutes, or right at 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 58 seconds. But the Tiger defense hopefully was making some adjustments while the Tiger offense had the ball, because Carroll gets the ball to start the third quarter. You'd hope the Tigers could hold them here. You have a couple of timeouts, maybe get some more points before halftime, or at least go in with a lead here at halftime.
It depends on what Carroll does. If we can pin them deep and and they throw an incompletion or two that, save our timeouts, we could definitely make something happen. Cotton, when they're giving him time, he's having a huge night. He only has 2 incompletions up to this point. Cotton is actually 15 of 17 for 205 yards, and I know one of them was a touchdown pass. They say he scored on a run, and he threw for one.
That's right. Wingate will kick it off for the Tigers this time. He has it on the tee at the 40-yard line.
We're not pinning them deep then.
Pooch kick down the near sideline. It's going to be caught at the 26. Looking to run it back across the field. He's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line.
That works.
So Carroll will take over right there about the 27-yard line with 2:15 to go in the first half. Eufaula leading 17-13. I am interested to see what kind of adjustments the Tigers make, Doug, at halftime, I guess. We may see that 5 or 6 man front. Carroll has not hurt us at all. Is it 2 completions for them so far?
Carroll is 2 for 5 for 11 yards passing.
So from the 28-yard line is where they spot it down. So 1st and 10, Carroll. 3 receivers right, 1 left, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback, Cole, who takes a snap. He's going to throw it quickly. He throws it about 2/3 of the way to his receiver. Even if he had gotten it to him, Nick Floyd was out there to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down 10. Importantly, that stops the clock.
Yeah, and Yanze's had so many blocks this year. He comes in with his arms up. That time, just the sidewinder, he throws from the hip. So Yanze didn't adjust, but he did have to throw around him and cause it to be incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. I tell you, 2nd and 3rd coming up here, they're going to want to run the clock. I will be totally shocked if they don't run a quarterback keeper or draw in the next 2 plays.
Tigers with a 3-man front. Nobody else. He's going to give it to the back this time, trying to sweep the outside. Nice solo tackle on the outside here by Jabion Reeves. He's a senior linebacker who stayed home and brought that down for about a 4-yard gain to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 6.
7 carries for him on the night for 31 yards, and he did score on that 3-yard touchdown play, the last one. They're taking plenty of time, running in 27 seconds on the play clock. Apparently the Tigers.
I would think if we stop them with this play, we might use one of those timeouts.
I'm surprised we didn't use one there, but probably it could have worked against us. So let them run it down 14 seconds. They'll still be 1:10 when this play's probably over.
Shotgun snap high. Quarterback gathers it in. Looks like a hold up front.
He's
no flag on the play. Quarterback pulls it down. He's going to be run out of bounds. Short of his first down. Only about a 3-yard gain, but
he ran out of bounds.
You heard the fans yelling for the hold. You can see the shoulder pad is exposed down there for Jamario Mitchell. He was being held coming off this right end and right in front of the official. No flag. That play gained 2 yards. As Doug said, went out of bounds, and it'll be a punting situation for Carroll.
I'm not so sure that they weren't trying to run a quarterback draw there. I don't really think he planned on putting it up, but now it's 4th and about 5, 4th and 4, we'll say. They're going to punt. Keith, 1:13 seconds. They're going to take a timeout. They're going to take their last timeout. We'll just keep it right here, and so we're getting close to halftime. I mean, if you're going to field one and try to make something happen, this might be the time to do it, because if I'm Carroll, I'm telling him, kick it low, kick it where it'll roll, because they're not coming after it. So Tigers, you don't want to keep the possession going, but they've been awful close to blocking them a couple of times tonight too. With just mediocre pressure.
Been a couple of high snaps. So the first one in particular. First punt for Carroll in particular.
You want me to order up one of those high snaps real quick?
Yeah, order it up. But even without all that, 1:13 seconds with the Tigers' passing attack tonight. They've been really on throwing the football. They've got enough time with 2 timeouts to score pretty much from anywhere on the field if they're throwing the football.
If the line will give him time.
That's correct. punter for Carroll stands at his 20-yard line. Anderson stands about his 43, not very deep. There's a snap, good snap this time.
Ooh.
Almost blocked it. It's a shank off to the right, hits it midfield, takes a Eufaula bounce this time. A big Eufaula bounce back to the 42-yard line of Carroll. That is going to go as an 8-yard punt. 8-yard punt.
That pressure was just enough to throw him off, and it was a backwards roll that time. So with 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Tigers have the ball in Carroll territory with 2 timeouts.
A golden opportunity for Eufaula.
And this is huge. If you could put some points up here, I mean, they're going to receive the second half kickoff, but you take away that extra possession.
For the first time tonight, Eufaula starts the possession in Carroll territory. Hasn't had real good starting field position tonight for the Tigers, but this is a good one here, 42. Cotton's going to pump fake. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man there, Mitchell. Mitchell, they're going to throw a flag. I think it's going to be interference on the defensive back that time that held Mitchell up.
He turned around. He did the do-si-do down there at the 10-yard line. He turned completely around trying to find the ball. Cotton put it down there and gave him a chance at it. We'll see what the call is. The flag is laying right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, they're calling pass interference on Eufaula. I cannot believe that. I guess I can. You know, there's still only one penalty against Carroll in this entire game. 1 5-yard penalty against Carroll the entire game. And I'll just leave it at that. First and very long. First and 25 now from the 43-yard line of Eufaula. Cotton takes. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. Anderson, if he had 2 or 3 more yards.
Hey! 58. Yeah, I don't know if you probably missed it on there. 58 got up and was running backwards, and our lineman was standing there, and he shoved him in the open field. That's got to go against Carroll. It's got to be an unsportsmanlike against Carroll. Our guy didn't do anything.
That was a 17.
Personal. What? Oh, my goodness. That was in the wide open field. Our guy did not lift it. Now, I don't know what he did before they got up, but they got up and they took several steps, and then their guy just shoved our guy in the chest, and he didn't retaliate.
Wouldn't that be from the end of the play, though? That should have been from the end of the play. We gained 17 yards on that.
Yes, because it was after the play. Yes, you're correct. And the officials taking a timeout. I think our coaches said something to the side judge. Maybe they're going to talk about that. First off, that was terrible. I don't know if it was caught on camera or not. We had 2 linemen. They got up, and as they were walking away, they took a good 3 or 4 steps, and then the Carroll guy just shoved him in the chest, and it was in the wide open field. Our guys did not retaliate, and that's when the flag came out from the official right behind them. He had plenty of time to throw it when they were on the ground before, and he's going to miss. You know, I saw something in the IMG Central playback the other day. They did a holding call, and they marked it off from the line of scrimmage, and it was only 4 yards when it was all said and done. So sometimes you just get officials that don't know jack.
Cotton throws it, and receiver falls down like he might have been shoved by Carroll. It's incomplete. It'll be second down and super long. It's going to be second down and 38 yards. Second 38. Rick Butler just says second down and just second down. Second and 38. First down would come at the 32-yard line of Carroll. Tigers snapping it from their 30-yard line. Still 43 seconds to go. You know, at this point, do you just run the ball, try to run the clock? Because
Carroll didn't have any timeouts. It says 1, but they took it a while ago. The lady up here keeping the clock brought some company with her when she came in, so she's probably not paying a lot of attention.
Receiver screen to Pugh, who's going to be tackled in bounds.
Flag? Where's that flag for?
Is that a flag?
Yeah, it's a flag. He just threw it out right there at the I don't know. It was a good stiff arm by our guy, but he might be called and holding up in the interior.
Personal foul face mask against Eufaula. 3 15-yard penalties after Eufaula had it first and 10 from the 42-yard line of Carroll. Folks, draw your own conclusions on this. I don't even have to tell you what I think about this, but 3 15-yard penalties, and Carroll declines that penalty, but they called it. a 15-yard face mask penalty on Eufaula. Carroll has one 5-yard penalty the entire game so far here in the first half. And I thought we picked up yardage on that play, but they handed off to Harris, who's going to stumble across the 35 to the 37. That play picks up 7 yards. And clock is under 20 seconds, and that'll end the half. Doug, take us to halftime.
Tigers are not going to run another play. They're just going to let it run out. 16 seconds on the play clock, only 10 seconds on the game clock. And Tigers will go in with a 17-13 lead as they've just been a little lackluster here in the first half against the Carroll Eagles. Carroll Eagles fighting for a playoff spot and trying to make something happen. They've got to be very happy going in at halftime. So at halftime now, we'll take a break and be back with some halftime stats and the band performance after these commercial timeouts.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sam Wise in Eufaula today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years, Wertz Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Wertz at 334-695-2820.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula a safe and successful season.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
We're back in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium, and unfortunately, folks, I don't have any stats for you because I talked to the the press box crew the whole time out. 7 penalties. The only stats I have for you, Doug, are the penalty yardage. 7 penalties for 70 yards against Eufaula, 1 penalty for 5 against Carroll, and they didn't take every penalty. They declined a 15-yard penalty at the end. It would have been 8 for 85 if they had taken that last penalty that was called. So, you know, the score is 17-13 for Eufaula, but Eufaula had a chance to put more points on the board there at the end of the first half, and the Zebras pretty much took it out of their hands.
Well, while you take a chance or take a second and figure up some stats or your game summary over there, we've got some quick ones for Carroll. Really didn't not a lot on offense other than the two big plays by the quarterback. Rushing, the quarterback, 5 carries for 107 yards. Of course, 2 of them. One was 68 yards. And the other one was a 41-yard scamper, so most of his coming in those 2 carries. Carroll, all their running on the ground, 13 for 141 yards of total offense. The starting running back has 7 carries for 31 yards, and number 6 that came in had 1 carry for 4 yards. The passing department, 2 for 6 for 11 yards on Carroll's side, and Eufaula side rushing. Not a lot rushing, but the quarterback had Cotton after 2 carries had 24 yards, but he wound up -2 after 6 carries after a couple of the sacks. But thanks, they're looking out for us up here. We appreciate it. So rushing wise, the Tigers are 16 rushes for 41 yards in the first half. Beginning it done big through the air, Cotton with a hot hand, 15 of 17 for 205 yards, 1 touchdown and no interception. So that a total of 246 yards of total offense for the Tigers, a total of 152 total yards for the Carroll Eagles. And most of, like we said, the Carroll Eagles, the quarterback on the 2 plays. The first play, the 68-yard touchdown, his second carry was a loss of 5 yards. Then he had a no gain. Then he came right back with a 41-yard scamper that went down to the 3-yard line, and they scored on the next play with a running back. He had 1 other carry for 3 yards on the night. So the Tigers, they're going to have to figure out how to, and that's probably why, Keith, they're coming out and spreading with 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. They're probably trying to keep the Tigers from going to that 6-man front or bunching folks up in there. And they're just basically the Tigers have done this all year. If we go in a 2 or 3-man front, we're heavy to the side away from Yanze. Yanze can take care of himself and take care of 2 or 3 folks, and they're basically using that to their advantage. They're going right at Yanze on some of those plays and using 2 or 3 people to block him and just push him one way or the other, and the quarterback is breaking off of that, and running back's breaking off of that. And because we're lined up heavy to the other side, there's no help there. And their quarterback has done a great job in the open field, making some of our guys miss. Start with the first quarter. The punting situation didn't help us by not gathering in a punt. And they gained a little bit of advantage on us as far in the punting game. But in the second quarter, it kind of equaled out a little bit. They had a shank, and they had one that actually bounced backwards. So that's kind of been tit for tat. But the Tigers, some of the penalties they've sure brought on themselves. Some of them, like the unsportsmanlike, I was looking right at that one. Now, we've got a lot to fuss about, but that one I still don't understand. But it's been a lot against the Tigers here tonight up to this point as far as penalties. And they've got to contain the quarterback in the second half. They've got to quit making so many penalties.
So we are at halftime. We're going to step aside for another commercial break as the Tiger band. Or either, I tell you what, we'll just let the fans enjoy. That's a Carroll band, I guess. We will take a commercial break. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Lauren Streeter with Wiregrass Realty, and I'm here to tackle all your real estate needs. Let's team up and make a touchdown on your new home. Give me a call today, 334-614-7409. Go Tigers!
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
And we're back in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth from Tiger Stadium as the Tigers lead the Eagles of Carroll 17-13 here at halftime, homecoming 2022. And we're about to have the band and actually the presentation of the homecoming court. We're going to be quiet for a few minutes and let you watch the homecoming court. You may be able to hear the PA as well and learn who the new homecoming queen is for 2022. We'll be back after this. Enjoy the band.
Hey. Hey.
Sonia Wright is escorted by her father, Joseph Wright. She is the daughter of Joseph and Tracy Wright. Sonia is a member of the varsity volleyball team. In 8th grade, she was the secretary of the National Junior Honor Society. After high school, she plans to attend Alabama A&M or Florida A&M University. Sonia would like to give a special thanks to her parents and her coaches. Ms. Hickson is given for supporting her. Escorted by her father, Henry Richardson. She is the daughter of Katie-led Richardson. She is a member of the varsity volleyball team, staff and volunteers for the school sport. Tyler is an honor student with a 4.2 GPA. Upon graduation, Tyler would like to attend college or pursue a degree in sports management. She would like to thank her parents, family, teachers, and friends for supporting her. Charlie Robinson is escorted by her father, Jason Robinson. She is the daughter of Jason and Brittany Robinson. She is the Eufaula High School varsity cheerleader. Charlie is a member of the 2021 6A State Championship cheer team and an All-American cheerleader. After graduation, she plans to attend college and become a nurse practitioner. She would like to thank Ms. Mary for always pushing her to be her best. Our 11th grade attendant, Zoe Moore, is escorted by her cousin, Jordan Lawson. She is the daughter of Leslie Wright and Darius Moore. She is Eufaula High School varsity cheerleader and a member of the 2021 6A State Championship cheer team. Zoe is also a Tiger rep. She is a member of Mount Level Baptist Church. After graduation, Zoe plans to attend Auburn University to become an engineer.
You know, we for 100 class last week for 12 feet. And then from 100 class this week.
Janiyah Jackson is excluded by her father, Willis Jackson Jr. She is the daughter of Willis and Erica Jackson. She is a Eufaula High School varsity cheerleader, a member of the 2021 6A State Championship cheer team, and an All-American cheerleader. After graduation, she plans to attend college and become a registered nurse. Janiyah would like to thank her family, friends, peers, and teachers and peers for their support.
Bad sees calls on both sides. I'm telling you. A bad official was missing on both ways. I mean, I could live with that.
Our 12th grade attendant, Mahalia Lovell, is escorted tonight by her father, Ken Lovell. She is the daughter of Ken and Jerry Lovell. Mahalia is a member of EHS Tigers on tonight. She is the only individual with Down syndrome to qualify for National Down Youth World. She is a champion barrel racer and an all-around cowgirl.
How's all that?
Brianna Redster is escorted by her stepfather, Rufus Anderson.
I sold my ticket.
She is the daughter of Lee Forrest. She is a member of the National Honor Society's varsity volleyball and varsity tennis. After graduation, Brianna plans to major in finance and minor in civil engineering. She would like to thank the class of 2023 for letting her represent
You got weaknesses. You try to coach around the weaknesses. You know the line's not very good. You try to do stuff. You don't run the ball against the 7-8 and box from first down every time.
Carroll Ross is escorted by her grandfather, Eddie Forte. She is the daughter of Glenn. She was a varsity cheerleader for 1 year. After graduation, Victoria plans to attend Wallace Community College and transfer to Carroll University to major in nursing. She would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her.
I said it was time for a change.
We would now like to announce the 2022 Homecoming Queen. She will be crowned by the 2021 Homecoming Queen, Jordan Ward. Congratulations, this year's Homecoming Queen, Tiana Redford. We are pleased to present to you the 2022 Eufaula High School Homecoming Queen and her court. Thank you, ladies.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Lauren Streeter with Wiregrass Realty, and I'm here to tackle all your real estate needs. Let's team up and make a touchdown on your new home. Give me a call today, 334-614-7409. Go Tigers!
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
We're back in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium where the Tigers lead the Carroll High School Eagles by a score of 17-13 at halftime. Carroll will receive the second half kickoff. And Doug, as we look at this, we said we'd have some more stats when we came back. I'll kind of give you a game summary. Eufaula received the opening kickoff. They moved it, actually had 90 yards of offense. They moved from the 17-yard line, but they overcame a couple of penalties on that drive, 2 penalties for 15 yards on that drive. They moved all the way down to the 7-yard line of Carroll before ultimately kicking a 24-yard field goal. It was, and the Tigers led 7-0 with 7:42 to go in the first quarter. Carroll answered quickly though. On first down, their quarterback broke a 68-yard touchdown run on a quarterback keeper, just a bootleg around left end, and he went untouched, 68 yards. That was Keyshawn Cole, and with 6:30 still left to go in the first quarter, it was 7-3. Carroll. Eufaula then took the ensuing kickoff, moved 70 yards in 7 plays. It was capped off with a 5-yard touchdown run by Copeland Cotton. From there, both teams' offense kind of went dormant for 2 or 3 possessions as Carroll actually went 3 and out on the next 2 possessions. Eufaula went 4 and out and 3 and out before Carroll put together a 66-yard, 8-play drive. There was a 41-yard quarterback keeper on that drive on 3rd and 10 that got them down inside the 5-yard line. It was capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Kazalin Miley. And with 6:19 to go in the second quarter of play, Carroll went up by a score of 13-10 as the extra point was no good. From there, Eufaula responded after falling behind 13-10. They put together a 10-play, 84-yard drive. It was capped off with a beautiful 38-yard touchdown pass from Copeland Cotton to Tron Mitchell. One after touchdown by Wingate was good by Cooper. And Tigers led 17-13 still with 2:21 to go in the first quarter, the first half. But there, Carroll went 3 and out. They picked up 6 yards on 3 plays. And the Eufaula Tigers got it back after the punt with 1:03 on the clock at the Carroll 42-yard line, but 3 15-yard penalties against Eufaula killed any possibility of the Tigers scoring on the last possession of the half, and the first half ended with Eufaula leading 17-13. And that's where we stand. Carroll will receive the second half kickoff. Overall, Eufaula ran 36 plays for 255 yards, 11 first downs in the first half, penalized 7 times for 70 yards. Carroll 20 plays for 150 yards, 4 first downs, 1 penalty for 5 yards. You know, Doug, we won't harp on this at halftime, but one thing that I hope happens in the second half is that they find their flag when they're holding Yanze on the perimeter. And we saw one time in particular, Jermario Mitchell was coming off the right edge right here in front of us about the 35-yard line on the south side. And they pulled his shoulder pad out of his jersey right in front of the line judge, and the flag stayed in his pocket. So the only thing I hope here in the second half is that the officials call it straight down the middle.
That's all you can ask for, and I'm just going to agree with you. I'm not going to fuss. I don't have time to go to principal's office this week, so it has been one-sided affair. You know, it's like I said, there's been a couple. One, for instance, I happened to be looking at that I disagreed with totally, but like we heard somebody say at halftime, bad officials will miss them both ways. But I don't know. It's just unusual. It's not Wiregrass officials, folks. Unless we changed in the last week, we're still using Phoenix City officials. So doesn't make a lot of sense. But the Tigers will kick off to start the second half here. Wingate will handle the kickoff duties. He's got the ball teed up. He's kicking from the north to the south, left to right as we view the field from the home side.
One final comment about the stats. As they stop, the whistles blow and they stop. I guess there's a problem with the clock. But
we got 2.5 people up here, 2 people and a guest, and they can't operate the clock over here either. So.
I'm too busy listening to what we're saying about them. So anyway, but 2 plays for 109 yards for Carroll in the first half. Quarterback keepers. There's a kick. It comes down at the 22-yard line from Wingate.
Blocking the back.
Hold right there in front of the officials. They do throw the flag.
We just had to complain a little bit. Did you complain to the right people down there at halftime? I don't know who you went and talked to down there, but something worked. So, and actually, we got a player slow to get up, and he was one of the 2. One got blocked in the back and kind of blocked into the other one. I'm not sure which one he was, but he does get up and come off limping. The flag is at the 33-yard line, which really it was about where the head official was. It was more like the 29, but nevertheless, that's going to back Carroll up and make it deep in their own territory to start this drive.
So, but back to the original thing, Carroll had around 150 yards of offense in the first half, but 2 plays netted 109 yards from their quarterback rushing. So, other than those 2 plays, Eufaula did an excellent job of stopping this Carroll offense.
And we'll see what kind of adjustments, because it looks like we're coming out in a 3-man front. So, when they got 3 people split wide to the right and 1 to the left, you can't put 6 men up there on the line of scrimmage, really. You'd only have 1 man deep. But Tigers are 3 linebackers, 3 linemen. Somebody's got to account for that quarterback here in the second half.
There's a handoff up the middle to the running back. He's going to be tackled right there after about a 2-yard gain. And so it'll be second down and 8.
And that's really just keeping him honest too. Is he gives and he gives. He's reading the defensive end. He'll pull it and keep it here at some point. Now they're going to shift over 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Second down 8. Quarterback Cole calls for and takes a snap. He'll hand it to he keeps it. And a good job crashing in was Jamario Mitchell. Laid a big hit on the quarterback, and that'll be a 3-and-out for Carroll to start the second half.
Actually, that was
it's no gain on play. It'll be 3rd and 8.
That was a very proper read there, as he let they were running to the 3 receivers, so he knew he had help to the outside. He stayed with the quarterback and kept that from being a big play.
So 3rd down and 8 for Carroll. They'll have 3 receivers to the right. Ball's going to be right in the middle of the field, so no short side this time. 1 to the left, 3 to the right, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. The quarterback keeper's been their big play tonight. See what they do. Quarterback looking to throw. He drops back. He's going to be ball is fumbled and Eufaula falls on it. DeQuavius Moss, and it looks like a different Tiger defense. That play loses a couple of yards, and but it's a fumble, and Eufaula gets it in good field position at the 22-yard line of Carroll.
So Carroll goes backwards, and the Tigers get the ball 1st and 10 at the 32, just outside the 32-yard line. Need to strike here and make something happen.
2 receivers right, one to the left. We have a wing back in Pugh. H-back. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris breaks the line of scrimmage. He breaks another tackle in the secondary. He won't be denied. He's into the end zone. Great strong run. Red Harris, 22 yards, and the Tigers go up by more than 1 score here. They're going to go ahead by a score of 23-13 with a point after touchdown forthcoming.
First carry, second half, Tigers scored a 22-yard touchdown run. Great job there. That looked like Harris the way he came out on the first drive of the first half.
1 play, 10-second drive, 22 yards, all on the ground from Red Harris. after cashing
We're
in.
not shifting over. Oh, my goodness. If that's not interference.
They did. They threw it.
Oof.
We threw it up. Is that Yanze we threw it to over there? I think it is. So already 2 penalties. Holding on the kickoff. And pass interference on the point after touchdown.
Tigers going to go for 2 now after the half the distance. So they'll have about a yard and a half to go. It's a 8 formation with a man.
He's going to roll out. He throws the Tigers don't. Yeah, 12 and then 7.
All right.
Nelson again. He's got a touchdown this time. Yeah, he may get caught. He got caught. So that was, see where they spotted. That was from the 41-yard line to the 5. 36 yards. Chubb Nelson, 36 yards.
You're back.
Well, we're back. Eufaula held Carroll 3 and out on the previous possession right when we went off the air. And Eufaula took over at their 36-yard line. They've moved it down to the 5-yard line with a 1st and goal. Carroll. It's been 3 straight Chubb Nelson runs, 12, 7, and 36 yards, getting the Tigers down here. He gets it again. They're going to stack him up for no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5. So it'll be 2nd goal for the Tigers from the 5-yard line. So movement up front into the neutral zone may get the Tigers halfway to the goal line. Should be offsides. Carroll will be half the distance. So it'll be 2nd goal now from about the 2.5-yard line, basically an extra point here. Shotgun formation for Cotton. He takes it. He's going to look. He's going to run it in. Cotton goes straight up the middle. Good play. They faked it going outside. Cotton took it off right tackle. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. We'll give him 3 yards on that quarterback keep. And the Tigers moved 64 yards in quick fashion, only 6 plays. And they've gone up 29 to 13 at this point. 7 minutes exactly to go in the 3rd quarter of play. 2 minutes, 13 seconds off of that possession. Tigers shift over to kick this point after touchdown. Wingate has been perfect on extra points. Kick was good, but there are flags on the field. It's going to be a legal procedure against Eufaula. Big point after touchdown puts the Tigers up by 3 scores if he makes this extra point. So he already with a 24-yard field goal tonight, Cooper Wingate. This will be a 25-yard extra point. Kick is up by Wingate. Kick is good. So 30-13 is your new score in favor of the Tigers. Eufaula. 6 plays, 64-yard drive. 2 minutes, 13 seconds off the clock. It was Chubb Nelson doing the heavy lifting on that possession. He had 55 yards rushing on that possession. 55 of the 64 yards were for Chubb Nelson. Touchdown came on a 3-yard touchdown run by Copeland Cotton. The senior quarterback has 2 rushing touchdowns tonight and a touchdown pass.
Well, I appreciate you helping keep me caught up. We actually kept stats right and got us back online. We had to go to a different server to do it, but we are back up, and sorry for the interruption. You know, this is Eufaula and the internet being what it is. It's you have to roll with the punches sometimes.
We have a hardwired connection here. We're at home, but the last 2 home games, that's failed. So we had to go to a wireless backup both times. Wingate with the ball on the tee. He will pooch it away down the middle this time. It's going to be fielded at the 28-yard line. And a big tackle by Jaquavius Moss at the 37-yard line. A 10-yard return that time by Carroll. But he hit him kind of up high, but it was kind of unusual, almost like a flying souffle.
Actually, Carroll with 2 incomplete passes, 2 rushes by the quarterback for -4 yards, and only 3 positive yards from the running back. So they're -1 yard in 2 possessions in the second half.
Still a lot of ball game left. 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. But this will be Carroll's third possession already. Handoff to the running back with some running room this time as he takes it across the 40 up to the 44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on that play for Carroll. Second down 4.
Was that the running back?
It was number 4 that time for them. Okay. That was a person.
All right. See if I can help you out a little bit, Keith. First cool night. You don't have to break out the Hall's cough drops over there. Quarterback calls for the snap. He's going to give to the running back off the right side. He's going to pick up about a yard on that one. So that gives him 11 carries for 41 yards on the 9. That's going to bring up third and about 2.5 now for the Carroll Eagles. And the quarterback's, I started to say he's going off. He's just going over to get the play because it's on that hash mark on that side. But now that you got another Hall's cough drop, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I tell you. It's that time of year. I think they're starting to plow peanuts.
They are.
Spring and fall. Not my favorite times. I like this time of year, but for certain reasons, it's not my favorite time of year. Third down, a long 2. Quarterback looks at his wrist. They're kind of changing the play here in the last minute. They will take it on a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be hit on a big hit by Jaquavius Moss. Has come to play here in the second half. He has made several big plays already. He recovered the fumble. They're calling it no gain on that play. It'll be fourth down, 2 yards to go for the Eagles. They are trailing by 17. They're at their own 46-yard line, and they're leaving the offense on the field. Looks like they will go for it here on fourth down and 2. First down will come just across the 48-yard line. The ball is just shy of the 46.
Yeah, I started to give him a yard on that last one, but the PA guy said none. It looked more like none when they marked it. They're trying to draw us off sides, and it's not working. So now they're going to wristbands with 7 seconds on the play clock.
It's a long 2 for Carroll as they trail by 17.
2, 1.
They do snap it. They're going to go for it here. They're going to throw a pass. It's nearly intercepted. A good play on the ball that time by Javion Reeves. The linebacker dropped out, did his responsibility, dropped out into the flat, undercut that pass. It was just an out route, trying to pick up the first down. He deflected it away, almost came up with the interception.
I'm surprised they went for it there, Keith. Really, they're down 17, but still at that point on the field, you still had a quarter and a half to go basically, and now you've given Eufaula good field position in your own territory.
So that's the third 3 and out of the third quarter so far for Carroll. The Eufaula defense has done a great job here in the second half so far. Cotton takes a snap, throws I was going to call that a screen, but it was just a drag route by Slaughter because when he caught it, he was the only Eufaula player in the vicinity.
Yeah, he was right in the middle of 3 Carroll Eagle players.
4:30 the clock rolling here in the third quarter. Eufaula leading 30-13. Harris was hit in the backfield and the ball came out, and for the first time in quite some time, Eufaula has turned the football over. At the 46-yard line, Carroll's going to get the ball right back where they gave it to Eufaula. So after a 4-yard gain on the first down play, it was a fumble, a loss of 4, and Carroll gets the ball back. The Tigers did not have a turnover against Pike Road. We did not have a turnover that I remember last week, so we've gone several quarters without a turnover. Did not have a turnover in the first.
And I was looking down. Did he just get knocked loose or bad handoff?
It was penetration, and he got hit about the time he got the handoff. And
they've had penetration, and they're finding ways to get through to our backs.
4:17 to go in the third quarter. Carroll gets the ball back, looking to throw. Going to throw it deep with a man out there, but good coverage. Eufaula player goes up, bats it down. I think he was trying to intercept it, but he was stride for stride right there with the receiver, Zion Williams, the senior defensive back. And Doug, we have done a really good job covering the receivers tonight for Carroll.
They get behind him, but we're playing the ball, and that one very well could have been intercepted. Just gathered it in. 2nd and 10 now for the Carroll Eagles.
This is the 4th possession of the third quarter for Carroll. This will be the 11th play. They're still looking for their first down. going to hand it off to the running back this time. He's going to break through the line of scrimmage and pick up a positive gain for Carroll down to the Eufaula 48-yard line, almost the 47. The first down would come at the 44-yard line. So it's going to be third down along 3. So a 7-yard gain on that play. There's the running back, Lakeith Person for Carroll. Third and a long 3. Quarterback calls it. He's going to hand it to his back late. He is going to be hit and driven back.
Maybe
they're going to give him a yard on that play. Certainly didn't look like he had anything. But it's fourth once again. Carroll went for it last time. You'd look for him to go for it again here. It's fourth down and 3.
Timeout called by Carroll.
They take a timeout with that. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this commercial break.
In sports, the goal is to be the best. The same is true for Alpha Insurance. We work to make every quote, claim, or call a highlight. That's why customers consistently give Alpha high marks for service. Call Alpha and let us help you save on home, car, and life insurance. In Eufaula, call Alpha agents Keith or Brooke Ryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. Does it?
Now, back at Tiger Stadium, Tigers looking to hold Carroll on a 4th and 4 from about the same spot on the field they went for it, actually a little further. It was in Carroll territory last time. It's across the midfield stripe at the Tiger 47.5-yard line.
So fourth down and a long 3. Carroll obviously going for it here. 4 wide receivers, 1 back. Cole going to take the shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking for the first down. He lost the ball out of bounds, and they're going to spot it.
Good spot there.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think he got anywhere close to the first down. It looked like he went out of bounds before the 45-yard line, and he was losing the ball as he did so.
I think he did. I'm not sure if he fumbled the ball forward and they gave it to him there or exactly what went on there, but
it's right
a lot of indecision.
Right
the officials
right on the Carroll sidelines.
Right in front of the chains. Going to measure, but they're going to have to bring it 3 feet out on the field to measure. So with 3:20 to go in the third quarter, a crucial measurement for the Carroll Eagles here. I don't think Coach Jernigan was real pleased with that spot as he's standing out between the numbers and the hash marks, protesting.
Eufaula ball though.
Eufaula stop.
Hey. Well, that's a 4 and out. Actually,
the last 2.
It was 4 and out the last 2. So
3 and out the one before because they fumbled on third.
Eufaula will take over at their 44-yard line. Double-digit possessions now for Eufaula in this game. It'll be the 10th possession. 3:20 on the clock here still in the third quarter. Homecoming 2022, Eufaula leading 30-13. Eufaula may try to run the ball a little bit here. Carroll jumps in the neutral zone. Didn't see any Tigers move, so should be offsides it is.
It was time for a free 5. We've let them get a running start, for several times there. Keith, I thought I was just texting actually Franklin Williams and asking about the Headland squad. I thought they played Greenville tonight. I thought that was a game that was moved also, but they're playing tomorrow night, so that being another 5A Region 2 key matchup.
It was announced that it was going to be tonight, but handoff to Harris at the middle. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Spins forward for 6 yards. That'll be a Tiger first down.
That's good enough for a Tiger first down.
Tigers got off to a slow start here in the first half as they trailed twice in the first half, 7-3 and 13-10. First and 10 from the 45-yard line of Carroll. Cotton gets some pressure. He throws it. He has a man there, Mitchell. Mitchell catches it inside the 10. He's going to go down to the 3-yard line. So 42 yards on that pass play from Cotton to Mitchell. Tigers have it first and goal. Pretty pass play.
Well, I'm just going to say the way the guy fell on our quarterback after the pass, if that would have been in the pros, it would have been roughing the passer.
Unfortunately, I did not see it. I was watching the ball as he laid up a very catchable ball that time from Mitchell, who'd gotten behind the defensive back, and it was good for 43 yards. Little Utah pass that time, and it goes for a touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown pass to LeCaviante Pugh. And the Tigers lead 36-13. Doug, I just would like to know what the coaches talked about at halftime.
Yeah, I bet they got some attention, but I tell you what, only one incomplete pass. It was his first attempt from Cotton here in this half. So let's see. He's 4 for 5 in the second half. Which he's 19 for 22 for 263 yards and at least 2 touchdowns through there. Yes, 2 touchdowns through there because we got 3 on the ground. Cotton has.
He's accounted for 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns total because 2 of them was running and Harris had the other one.
That possession only took 39 seconds off the clock. There's still 2:41 on the clock.
Well, you'll be happy to know John Wayne just told me they got a personal foul against Carroll. It'll be enforced on the kickoff, so your talk is still continuing to pay off. It was very lopsided at halftime, folks, and this is just evening it up a little bit.
Got him calmed down now. He must have done some good. First play of the second half, they started.
Tigers are coming out. Looks like after the penalty, they'll kick off from the Eagles' 45-yard line, and it's
going to be Solace.
Okay, I was supposed to say Bubba. If you didn't say something, I'll have to remember that. I'm terrible with names, and he's going to be Solace. I know we probably.
That is his last name, so.
Yeah, but they said you didn't pronounce it right.
No, I pronounced that right. It's
the
first name.
I got you. Okay.
It's spelled Jairo, but it's not pronounced that way. So that's a low driving kick through the back of the end zone, and Tigers going to have a touchback. This is the second touchback of the season on a kickoff for the Tigers.
Well, just in his, I would like to have one play this season, and we can't do it for homecoming. Maybe we can do it on senior night or something. He's a senior this year?
No, I don't think so. I think
he's a junior? Okay. Well, I started to say maybe we can get us a Mexican Spanish teacher that knows how to do Spanish or whatever, and come up here and call one play in Spanish just so I can hear it. I can't get, because of blackouts, I can't get the Braves in my area, which is strange because everybody all around me does, but I can't on Dish. But I can pull it up on another channel and listen to it in Spanish, even though I don't know what they're saying. I can get to see it. So I'm going to learn a little bit before this year's over with.
First and 10 Carroll from the 20-yard line. They hand it off up the middle. He's running hard. Going to pick up about a yard, maybe 2. Give him 2 yards on that play to the 22-yard line.
That gives him 14 carries for 51 yards on the night with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Play clock rolling. Carroll is not in a big hurry now.
Second down, 8. They're gonna run it. Quarterback is gonna actually hit it. He kept it around the left end, and a flag went down, and I believe it's going to be a hold on the wide receiver here about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that will be a spot foul, so it'll take it back, and they'll get second down over again. Well, he just flipped it back to the 35-yard line. So really, when it's all said and done, instead of the first down, it will be second and about 5 if they mark it off the way we're looking at it here. So I guess really and truly he only gains 3 yards on. We got to give him 3 yards, but it really is they can get second down over
and
again.
on the delay, I was able to watch that, and the receiver did hold, but that was very, very mild compared to what we've seen earlier in this ball game.
I'm just glad that they're seeing it. Second down and 5 now for the Carroll Eagles. Clock under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Tigers lead 37-13 as they've really broken this game open in the second half.
Quarterback dropping straight back on second down. He's going to run. He pulls it down. He has an open field, but he
slid early.
I don't know if he
29.
intentionally slid. Or it looked like an NFL slide. And he went down the 29-yard line, a yard short of his first down. It's going to be third down and 1.
I think they're purposely trying to spread the field out. Because if you think about it, I was just thinking before that play, they've had trip receivers to one side all night long, and they've really only tried to throw that pass, twice maybe, and it's gone incomplete. As the passing department, he completed his first 2 for 11 yards, but he's thrown 7 incomplete since then.
I got to think he was trying to cut the ball back inside or something, because surely he would not have slid. He's been a very gifted runner for them all night. It's third and 1 from their 29-yard line. Eufaula, he takes a shotgun snap. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to go down as it was
9-yard
Flavius Moss who brought him down for a 9-yard loss. And that's going to bring up a punting situation for Carroll. It looked like they only had a yard to go. Instead of opting to run the ball there, they opted to try to throw a pass. And just a blitz by Eufaula. Yeah, Moss came straight up the middle untouched, and he was able to bring him down for a 9-yard loss.
Yeah, we brought the house on them that time, and 19 seconds on the play clock, 23 seconds on the game clock for the third quarter. So they've had some rough snaps tonight. That one hits him right in the hands. A lot of pressure. We're going to get a penalty because we ran smack dab into him.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and give Carroll a first down. Yeah, the young man, they say to try to dive towards where the ball's going to come off the foot. That time he just jumped straight up in the air and came down on the kicker. So definitely a warranted penalty there on fourth down. And it'll give Carroll a first down by the roughing the kicker.
Yeah, and two, they used to teach. I don't know what they teach now, but if you're coming up the middle, straight up the middle like he was, they usually tell you don't leave the ground. Don't get bumped into him. Don't take a chance for roughing. It's when you're coming from the side or a little bit from the side that you can leave the ground and try to block it. But it would be a personal foul. It'll take it all the way out to the 35-yard line, and then no argument there. He ran smack dab into him, and it will give Carroll a fresh set of downs.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 35-yard line for Carroll. We're still in the third quarter, but if this is a running play, this will be the final play of the third quarter with 6.2 seconds on the clock. Call for the shotgun snap. There's holding. Going to be against quarterback breaks free into the secondary, and he crosses midfield all the way down to the 44-yard line.
22-yard carry, but it's coming back.
Well, that was on Yanze, and it was definitely a hold. I mean, they grabbed him up around the neck as he was trying to run by. But, we see that happen every week, Doug.
Yeah.
It happened last week.
They're going to mark this off, and that'll be the end of the quarter. We'll go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be back and catch you up just where they mark it off to and what down and everything after these commercial breaks.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, Impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? Is it a cool lake breeze on a hot summer day or by a warm fire on a cold night? Make every room in the house as inviting as the next. Also, make the air fresh and clean for everyone and keep humidity where it belongs. At Carrier, comfort means more than just the temperature. Contact Brown Heating and Air Condition, 714 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-5244.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Lauren Streeter with Wiregrass Realty, and I'm here to tackle all your real estate needs. Let's team up and make a touchdown on your new home. Give me a call today, 334-614-7409. Go Tigers!
Tiger Stadium in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth. Tell you what, a lot of things I learned this week. One, if you want to find out how to make some money just by changing out a thermostat, call Ricky McGiver at Brown Heating and Air Conditioning. They can tell you how to do it. It'll be first and 20 for the Carroll Eagles.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw a lot of pressure. Janze Pierre in the backfield. Quarterback pulls it down. He gets away from everyone. He has got a lot of speed. He's very elusive. He reminds us of the number 3 from Headland. Williams, man, he picked up, he takes the ball out of bounds across midfield in Tiger territory.
I'm waiting for him to spot it. It's a 28 yards. It was first and 20, and he got 8 more on top of that.
The 28-yard gain just on a scramble, and he was running for his life there as Janze was in the backfield very quick, but Keyshawn Cole is a very electric athlete for Carroll. He at the 48-yard line or 47-yard line at Eufaula, first and 10 Carroll. Just underway here in the fourth quarter.
Tiger's a little winded on defense after chasing him on that play.
He's going to throw a pass. It's going to be...
Oh, he caught it.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field. They held Janze coming off the edge.
Yeah. And Janze's going to check out. He was a little winded as I saw him kneeling down before that one started. He chased the quarterback on that last play for 30 yards. So, and he's telling him, he said they were holding me, and then there's the call. So they picked the flag up from the 48-yard line. It should be a spot foul. So it's going to be one of those about 18-yard penalties. Actually, they only go back to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, it's not even a 10-yard penalty. It's a 9-yard penalty.
And that was from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but that would be
and the
9
flag
from the line.
Yeah, the flag was further back than that. So
I'm not complaining. That was a complete pass. It was one of their few completions, and it got nullified by the penalty. So first and 19 now for Carroll from their own 44-yard line. Early fourth quarter, 11:20 and the clock rolling. Eufaula leads by 24, 37-13.
First and 19 now.
Quarterback, no pressure. He's going to throw a flare pass. It's incomplete, intended for his running back person. But coming up quickly out of the secondary was Josiah Warren, and the pass fell incomplete. It will be second down and 19.
Pugh coming out of the game. He plays a lot on offense. He was in there giving Janze a one-play off there. So second and 19. They overcame the first and 20 a minute ago with a 28-yard gain run by the quarterback. Now it's second and 19. And I guess the defense was calling for the crowd. I wasn't sure what was going on there for a minute to get up. Taking their time, 5 seconds on the play clock.
3-man front for Eufaula. Quarterback takes a snap, going to throw a wide receiver, a little tunnel screen, and he breaks the initial tackle, gets back up across the midfield stripe, down to the 48-yard line of Eufaula. He picked up 8 yards on that. He's going to need, there's a flag on the play, maybe a face mask, the way where it's laying. It is face mask against Eufaula. The 8-yard gain on that completion. I think in high school football, all face masks are 15 yards. So
that'll give them a first down and put it deep down in Tiger territory.
He went down awkwardly, and I don't doubt that
well, when you see
probably was a face mask.
Fast, shifty backs, quarterbacks that are making quick moves and getting down the field, and you're coming blitzing by them, you see a lot of that reaching out, and every now and then you're just going to grab the face mask or a horse collar.
From the 33-yard line of Eufaula, shotgun snap, looking to throw. Good pressure.
Yonze fought through a double team. A great sack. He went through number 53 and number 4 to get back there that time.
A 10-yard loss that time. 10-yard loss brings up second down and 20.
I'll just say this. Sometimes with Yonze out there, it's almost unfair. It's like you're playing with 12 people. He is very good at coming off that side. I would not want to have to block him.
Second and 20 from the 43-yard line of Eufaula.
Eufaula made an adjustment right there. Let's see if they come on a blitz. Nope, no blitz.
Yonze got him. He got away from him. Throws it high and incomplete. There's a flag down, so it's right. It's actually in the backfield. We'll see what that is. It's going to be against Carroll, I believe.
Okay.
We're talking to Coach Jernigan. It'll make it 3rd and 20 if we decline the penalty. I think we're going to decline it.
False start. Decline. I saw a shift of Anderson that time. He was lined up on the receivers outside and kind of shifted in at a linebacker position. I thought the Tigers was fixing to come on a blitz, but I think they're shifting him in there to kind of keep the quarterback contained a little bit. He's kind of
you hear the term
spine
on the quarterback, and certainly he has earned that spy because he has been the biggest weapon to hurt the Tigers tonight. Cole, the junior quarterback, Keyshawn Cole.
Timeout, Carroll.
With that timeout, we'll step aside. We'll be back in the Brown Heating and Air broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium after this commercial break.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Proudly serving the Eufaula area for over 30 years, Wirtz Consulting is here to help you with all of your IT needs. Call Chris Wirtz at 334-695-2820.
We're back in the Brown Heating and Air broadcast booth at Tiger Stadium with the Tigers lead 37-13 over the visiting Carroll Eagles homecoming 2022. It's been a pretty good second half of football for the Tigers. They did lead 17-13 at halftime. They've blanked the Eagles 20-0 here in the second half so far. Still 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Motion back across the formation to the left side. Quarterback takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to get pressured late. He's going to avoid the pressure. He is going to.
Ooh.
He got pulled down by the jersey now.
That's not a horse collar if it's jersey. It's got to be inside the shoulder pads for a horse collar.
He had the jersey. Yeah, they call it a horse collar. I mean, you see that called. You have to grab the shoulder pads, like you said, inside the shoulder pads. That was going to be a big loss all the way back to about the 42-yard line of Carroll. As it is, they're going to put it down and make it 3rd down and 20 all over again. Oh, well.
I'm like some of our comment people. I wonder if the officials have to sit down and watch a playback from time to time. And just like your linemen and your backs get in trouble for going the wrong way or messing up something, I wonder if they get called out when they
Well, it looked now in their defense, it looked bad. It looked, I mean,
Oh,
it looked
he
like
snatched him
it
down,
looked like
but
it should be a penalty.
Shoulder
but-
pads don't stretch that far.
Right. They hold it. It's incomplete. It was a good pass that time by the quarterback. Hats off to Keyshawn Cole for Carroll. He is a junior. He's a fine little athlete. He scrambled around that time. He threw a very accurate pass. It did not get the payoff that time as it was not complete. Good coverage for Eufaula that time, right on top of the receiver. I believe that was Javarius Washington providing the coverage for Eufaula, but it'll be 4th and 20, and Carroll will go for it here. Fourth and 20 from the Eufaula 43-yard line. Trying to draw Eufaula off. They moved a little early. They're going to hold. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. Nick Floyd almost came up with the interception. Now there's late flags here. We'll see what they call, as there was a tussle that Yanze was involved with. Is calling a personal foul on Eufaula. Unbelievable. So that's a dead ball penalty. So it should be marked. It should be Eufaula ball at the 28-yard line. Let's see if they get that right.
Probably not. Jarrell's actually wanting to talk to the head official. Don't think he wants to come over, but
they're calling holding.
Well, holding would give him a play over again.
No, they already signaled personal foul.
I didn't see the personal foul, but the head official just did holding.
Just for context, on this possession alone, there's already been 3 15-yard penalties against Eufaula on this possession that were accepted. This would be the fourth.
And it was still 4th and 20.
Yeah.
Wow. Now they're going to sit there and talk about it. And
there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties accepted on this possession. This would be the 7th.
Well, he started to say personal foul, then he said holding. They replay the down. Holding would be during the play, so they replay the down. And Jarrell has seen enough. He says, look.
Yeah, listen, if it was holding on them, then that would be 10 yards taken off against them. The personal foul would have been a dead ball.
He changed it. He just said offsetting holding, and they get the play over again.
Okay. So the penalty's offset. But if one of them is dead ball, they can't offset. Anyway, 4th and 20. Eufaula defense digs in one more time from the 43-yard line. The possession that has lasted since the 2:41 mark of the third quarter. There's 9 minutes to go in the football game now. Got to throw it up. Just sails it up there. Eufaula's down there. It's going to be intercepted by Nick Floyd in the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
They lost 30 yards on the interception.
Hey, you can't blame the young man for intercepting the football. So Eufaula defense comes up with another takeaway.
Flags on the field.
Oh, there are flags now.
Well, holding against them. I was going to say Yanze got a hit in on the quarterback. He was slow to get up, but I think that'll be declined, and we'll take the ball. Actually, Carroll now, the quarterback is only 3 of 13 for 19 yards and 1 interception.
Well, now what are they doing?
You know, if they want to bring it out here and give it to us, they're going to mark the penalty off, giving the play over is what it looks like, because this still says 4th down over there.
Wait now, but they called it, I thought, on them.
He did signal against them. How was it holding back there where the quarterback went down against us? Yanze had 2 folks draped on him, and he still hit the quarterback right as he threw it.
These guys are struggling.
They just bad. How is that, folks, for the lot? And that's more than 10 yards.
That was 15.
He called personal foul, roughing the passer.
Okay. All right, so.
He did.
But that didn't give. Did they give him
Automatic. Wow. Let's take off the interception.
Folks, Tigers will win this game. We haven't given you the score in quite some time. It's 37-13. It's just become a circus here at Tiger Stadium. Unfortunately, homecoming 2022. Handoff to the running back. It's going to take it down to the 25-yard line from the 29. 4-yard gain. Be second down and 6.
That's the 15th carry on the night for number 4, the running back. He has 61 yards up to this point. 8:14 to go in the clock, rolling here in the fourth quarter. Like I said, Carroll's had the ball the whole fourth quarter.
4 15-yard penalties accepted against Eufaula on this possession. They called 5, but one was the offsetting penalty. I don't think I've ever seen 5 15-yard penalties called on one possession.
Hey, we might break the record for last week in penalty yards.
Oh, I think we definitely will. It's fade route and caught for a touchdown.
He was out of bounds, wasn't he?
Who knows?
No, he said touchdown. Wow. Well, I guess when you throw it up 13 times, you're gonna. So all the penalty yards finally pays off on a, what was that, 28?
25 yards.
25?
Yep. You know, Doug, I really don't know why this keeps happening, but we got to figure out a way to stop it because, you know, it's just become a muddled up game. I mean, it happened last week. Pass on the 2-point conversion is high and incomplete. 37-19 is the new score, so the Tigers lead still by 3 scores, 18-point lead, but.
Well, I only know one solution, Keith, and that'd be start an association to get me and you and John Wayne and George and Charles, but y'all going to have to take a time out after about every 2 plays. Let me take some rest. That's about the only way we're going to change it, looks like. 37-19, like you said, the score. Tigers will receive this kickoff. It'll be interesting to see if.
Well, first of all, on fourth, they called a horse collar. That was not a horse collar.
I agree 100% on that one. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's Mr. Washington up in Montgomery with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
I think the coaches have to send the film off, but, you know, now that films are on the internet, could anybody just send a film for review?
Being on Thursday night, we're one of roughly 30 games tonight, so maybe somebody will take a peek at it. Yeah, it's you can send it in. Whether it gets looked at is another issue. But Carroll lined up and apparently not trying an onside kick here. Down by 18.
Kick straight away. It's going to come down to Coleman at the 10-yard line. Looking to bring it to the near side. He's got some running room this time. He's going to take it there. They threw a holding penalty on Eufaula as they were blocking down around the 30-yard line. 7:28
There's
still
another
to go.
flag way out there in the center of the field. He caught the ball over there. There was nobody blocking over there where that flag is. How could that be? There was nobody within 10 yards of him when he caught it at about the 15, and the flag is at the 20. Nobody even blocked right there. And if they call holding there, which he's doing, it would be marked off from the furthest holding call.
So they're going to mark it off from the 21-yard line. Take it back to, I guess, the 11-yard line.
I'm going to tell you something, folks. I've tried to be nice. I've let Keith get on to him tonight. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I've seen better eyes on a stove than these officials have got.
So from the 11-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Eufaula 37-19. They lead. Two receivers left. One goes in motion to the right. He'll take it on the speed sweep, the jet sweep around the right end. That was Javarius Washington. We'll take it ahead for a short gain. A very short gain. They're going to only give him a yard on that play.
Yeah, he's just slow moving. Yeah, a yard. Yeah, you're right.
On the second down play, the way they've got it on the down mark, it looks like 2, but that's going to be Chubb Nelson up the middle. Nelson just continues to drive and take people with him. He gets up close to the 20. The first down would come just across the 21-yard line. So we're going to give Nelson 7 yards on that carry. This will be 3rd down, a short 2.
So Nelson carried the ball a couple of times earlier, but it was on penalty plays. So I think officially that's only his 2nd carry of the night.
No, I think when we were having some technical difficulties earlier, he carried on one of our touchdown drives 4 times for over 50 yards on that.
Oh, that's right. I might have got that under Harris. You're right, he did. He had a 12-yard carry, a 7-yard carry, a 36, and then nothing. So let me change it.
There was a 5-yard offsides penalty against Carroll as they jumped into the neutral zone and made contact. They'll be 1st and 10. Eufaula just shy of the 25-yard line. The good thing is the clock is still moving as we tick under 6:30 to go in the game. We'll hand it off to Nelson. Nelson's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He's going to go forward for about a half a yard on that play, but he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. He did a good job to fall forward and pick up positive yardage. 2nd down. Officially, it would be 10 yards to go, so about 9.5. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Anderson is split wide to the left. Nelson is the single back in the backfield behind Copeland Cotton, who is in shotgun formation. Cotton's had a big game tonight, throwing and running. Can be caught by Anderson across midfield. He makes a man miss at the 40. It's going to be a foot race. If they can, if he can get a shield block, he does. But I don't know what happened. Did he stumble?
He fell, yes. Actually, number 4 was running next to him, looking at him the whole way for about 10 yards. If he would have looked, he had a guy on his shoulder. He needed to block, but he didn't turn around until too late. But a huge gain there by the Tigers.
It was from the 25-yard line all the way down to the 5 or 6 yard line, it looks like. So the Tigers have it 1st and goal from the 7. Cotton takes it. They run the Utah pass to Pugh, who is going to run inside the 5 down to around the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on that play. Yes, 6. But that would be 69 yards, I think, or 68 yards on that pass play. Cotton over 300 yards passing either way. 2nd goal from the 3. Going to hand it to Nelson. Nelson cuts it off the left side for a Tiger touchdown. 3 yards in for Chubb Nelson. And the Tigers bust over 40 points. They lead 46-19 now.
Nelson with 8 carries now after we have adjusted his stats. 8 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. Harris has 12 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. Cotton has 7 carries for plus 4 yards and 2 touchdowns. But through the air, Cotton is 22 of 25 for 335 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Kick is up and good. So 44-19 is your new score.
Yeah, 22 of 25 for 335 yards will probably get you some in the running for a player of the week somewhere. Nice job by Cotton and the Eufaula Tiger offense in the passing department. Not too bad. They got 100. Let's see, we got 120, 131, 140, 141 yards on the ground.
So the final between Charles Henderson, we need to start turning our attention, I guess, to next week's game. It's a big game. This game with a 25-point lead with only 4:47 to go. This is going to be a Tiger win. But Charles Henderson defeated Carroll in the third week of the season, 38-14. You can't go by those kind of comparative scores, but
Carroll's going to come in here. They have, my understanding, 2 Division I receivers, and they throw the ball well. So we'll see what they.
The Tiger defense has done a good job tonight defending the pass. It's been the quarterback runs that's really been the Achilles heel of the Tiger defense. They did complete the touchdown pass earlier, but for the last Carroll score, but there were 4 15-yard penalties accepted on that drive to keep Carroll's drive alive. Tiger defense has done a good job here in the second half.
They have. They made the adjustments, and really and truly, it was the 2 plays and just not being able to get the quarterback down. He, just making some adjustments and being able to contain him. Like you said, maybe putting that spy on him is what they did. I've saw a couple of times where we'll line up on their wide receivers and we'll slip Anderson or somebody back in there right behind the linebackers, and it seems like what they're doing is spying on the quarterback. Now, a lot of new jerseys out there for the Tigers. I thought the Tigers took a timeout, but they did not. So,
from the 31-yard line, Carroll, quarterback Cole takes. He's looking to throw deep. He throws it. A flag is down. It's going to be dropped by the receiver.
Let's see what the flag is first.
Holding against Carroll.
That was big number 92 that was coming in from the left side that time for the Tigers, who drew a holding call. He was actually being only blocked by one person, but still, it'll cost them 10 yards. I don't think so. I think he's just short.
Maybe you're right.
Second and should be 20. I'm sorry, first. They get first down over again.
That's right, 1st and 20.
Head official's looking like he's a little tired back there in the back. All that penalty yardage they've marked off tonight. He's got in his steps.
Carroll looking to throw. They're going to throw a little basically a screen pass. It's going to lose a couple of yards. Number 33, Zaylon Glover, made the tackle for the Tigers that time. The Tigers have made quite a few substitutions on the defensive side of the ball now. We'll try to get a few of these numbers in for you.
Quarterback for Carroll now has 2 completions in a row. The last one was for a touchdown. That one for -2 yards. He's, let's see, he's 3 for 8. 3, 6, 7, 8 in the second half.
Looking to throw once again. Pressured late. He throws it incomplete. Out there in the coverage that time for the Tigers was number 46, Zarion Heath, and number 36, Elliott Clayton.
Not the quarterback's fault that time as he hit the receiver right in the hands, but I think he was looking for somewhere to run. He knew pressure was coming in a hurry and probably took his eye off the ball at the last second there. So 3rd and about should be 22, I guess, since they lost 2 on the previous play.
I believe that's right.
13 seconds on the play clock, 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the game clock. Tigers lead 44-19 over the Carroll Eagles.
Pistol formation this time for Carroll. Now they'll shift it back over to the left side. And flags, I believe it's going to be a delay of game this time. Delay of game on Carroll.
All right, Keith, you said you was going to keep up with penalty yards tonight. We had a request for penalty yards. Do you know how many we have?
I have not totaled them up. I had 7 for 70 at halftime. And I can tell you that on the last Carroll possession, Eufaula on that possession alone had 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties for 60 yards on that possession alone. So we know there's at least 13 for 130. Good job as the Tigers tackle the elusive quarterback back at the 12-yard line for a loss. Another loss on that play. He's going to be tired. He's going to need an ice bath when he gets back to Ozark tonight.
Yeah, he ought to be able to check into school a little late tomorrow because he's worked awful hard tonight.
You know what right now would be a good time for? To catch a punt.
Might as well try it.
I mean, the Carroll's going to be kicking out of their end zone. We're standing at the 40-yard line. We lead by 25 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It's going to be under 2 minutes when this ball is kicked.
2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we got 11. Terrell got a little upset there as he called one player off and another one went running on.
Is there? I don't know. There's a penalty flag down.
I don't think we have too many. He might have. Well, it is the back guy that counts them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Geez. Stand still. 2, 4, 6, 8,
I got
10.
11.
I got 11. So I think he just saw. Actually, to be honest, I'm not so sure he didn't see Jarrell's reaction because they're marking us off for too many men on the field. And Jarrell's having a fit. There's 11 people out there. In all fairness, I think the official saw Jarrell's reaction. Jarrell called and he's wanting to talk to the head official. Head official don't even want to come over. He called a player off, and about the time he got off to the sideline, another one went running out there like he was supposed to be out there. So it looked like we took one off like we had too many and then sent one in its place. But nobody has still come off the field. We have 11 people on the field. They done marked off the yardage against us. It's been that kind of a night.
You did such a good job explaining that, I just figured I'd be quiet. So will we catch a punt or will we not catch a punt? Punt's away. It's in the air.
Call for catch.
And we caught it.
Hey!
We caught we fair caught the punt.
And the
crowd
cheers.
48-yard line.
We're not the only one to notice that. 1 minute and 42 seconds to go. The score is 44-19. I know somebody was just asking that. So,
but 1 minute and 42 seconds to go in the 6th game of the year, and
we attempted to catch them in the first 1 or 2. It just didn't go very well for us. New quarterback in the game for the Tigers.
At the 49-yard line, they say, of the Carroll Eagles.
Number 18, is that the senior?
He is a senior quarterback. He's going to pump fake.
Well, that was a quick flag.
That is DeMarcus Cobb.
That was a very quick flag.
Ben Jackson checks in.
Holding against the Tigers.
Holding.
And I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you. The way the quarterback had to run for his life immediately, I don't see how anybody could have held anybody. But they're going to mark it off against the Tigers. It will be first down over again. Should be first and 20. It's really first and about 19. Carroll made some substitutions. I'm not sure they've got 11 on the field.
They hand it off up the middle. It's going to be Jave Williams. Goes ahead for a couple yards. Jackson checks out, and DeMarcus Cobb checks back in.
They sent in 2. Now they're taking out 2 now. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. Yeah, they got 11.
Second down and 17. Cobb takes it. He hands it to 84, who picks it up a couple of yards to the 46-yard line.
Under a minute to go now. I was looking as the clock rolls, 48 seconds, 39 seconds on the play clock. So really the Tigers just run it one more time. That'll wind it up. I didn't keep the stats on those last three,
Yes.
but to give you an idea, Cotton, we said, was 22 of 25, 3 incompletions all night, no interceptions, 335 yards, and 2 touchdowns passing.
So the final tonight, barring some unforeseen occurrence here, will be 44-19. Handoff up the middle. Williams going to take it forward, and he's going to have a Tiger first down, I believe. About a 7-yard run that time for Jave Williams. And that'll end it. That's the final from Tiger Stadium. Homecoming 2022 is successful as the Tigers are victorious over the Carroll Eagles 44-19. The Tigers were victorious last year over the Eagles 2 years ago. The Tigers defeated the Eagles 40-8. So congratulations to Coach Jernigan and the rest of the Tiger faithful. And we'll see you next Friday night from Tiger Stadium. It would be the Charles Henderson Trojans.
And that's going to basically be for the region championship. I mean, we'll still have to play Rehoboth, but it's shaping up that they're probably going to come in here undefeated in the region. We're going to be undefeated in the region. That's going to be a big ball game, so we need a big crowd out for that game.
That's right. So Doug, we appreciate John Wayne Robinson helping us out tonight. He ran the camera for us, and we wish Charles Irvin a speedy recovery as he continues to recover at home. And, this is the first of 3 home games here for the Tigers. 3 region games in a row. Tonight, the Tigers held serve. They're 1-0 to begin with here. That brings their record to 5-1 on the season. They were ranked 10th in the state in 5A coming in tonight. I think they'll hold on to that based on the margin of victory tonight. But they got, as you said, Charles Henderson.
I think Charles Henderson played Rehoboth tonight. They moved theirs up also. They were on the list to move up. And something interesting about that, so they played 6 games now. They're probably 5-1 at this point if they won tonight with 1 loss. I think, was that Beauregard?
Beauregard, yes.
Which is a very good team. But one thing a lot of people don't realize, Charles Henderson has played 6 games, and they've all been at home. Next week will be their first time on the road this year.
And they finished. They only played 9 games as do Eufaula in regular season, but all 3 games that they finished with are all on the road. They start with Eufaula next week, then they go to Headland, and they finish at Selma. So that's an unusual setup for a schedule.
I tell you, if Headland can beat Greenville tomorrow night, that may be shaping up as if Charles Henderson was to come in here and win against the Tigers, Headland could be looking at a 3-way tie if they could, because Headland, we've already learned that's not an easy place to go and play.
Well, it depends. If Headland is high and ready to play as they were against Eufaula when Charles Henderson comes in, it was a very competitive game, very surprising, as was the first half of tonight's game. As the Tigers led 17-13, but they trailed at 2 different times. In the first half, they trailed 7-3 and 13-10 before ultimately leading 17-13 at halftime.
I'm not sure which TV station's out there interviewing Jarrell at midfield that was up here a while ago, but so look for Jarrell on the news tonight. They probably should have interviewed the head official and got some interesting comments, but several TV stations, I think, was here tonight. I don't know if that's because Tigers are now 5-1 or maybe being a Thursday night game. But nevertheless, number 10 Tigers surely will not drop in the polls, and Charles Henderson's right there on the cusp of being in the top 10 also. So a big matchup here next week.
7 o'clock kickoff from Tiger Stadium, 6:45 pregame show if you can't make it. We'll have it for you right here. Next week we'll return to Chick-fil-A, barring another hurricane coming that we don't know about. We'll be at Chick-fil-A next Thursday night, 6 o'clock, Coach's Show from Chick-fil-A, 6:45 pregame show here from Tiger Stadium. For John Wayne Robinson, Doug Applin, I'm Keith Brown, wishing a good night and a great weekend. Go Tigers.